So in the last session, where you guys all ended up after a harrowing encounter with the conspiracy of carnivorous ravens, a giant spider, a lot of potion going down one gnome's throat. You ended up in a place called Merc's Mercantiles. It used to be owned by an old mercenary who you knew as Merc only. You were all there at one point or another to sell various wares and do various jobs. You broke into the back room. You took various items from it, silver hand axe being among them. However, the twins stopped anyone from stealing any of the money from Merc, holding out in good faith that Merc was probably still alive.
Jerks.
I'm not sure if that was a good move, but it's what happened. A magical set of scale mail armor and some other armaments, odds and ends that they took only for the journey ahead. Every character at this point knows that the last stop on their quest, as it is thus far, right after Merc's Mercantiles, is the center of town, wherein lies Town Hall and the church, which is where you heard from Roland that all the townspeople were being held at. So,
listen, I doubt we're gonna need some kind of, money sacrifice, currency exchange. So it's no big deal, really, honestly.
It's about the earnings.
It's not like Fortune 2 set unguarded.
Give us all the praise.
Anything,
I'll give you a free praise.
Praise.
Oh, these are mine now.
Goodbye, riches.
Back into the DMs.
Get fucked, nerds. I mean, okay, guys.
Rude.
My riches. Who's being rude right now? Everybody?
What? I was just roleplaying my guard.
Rude. All right. This is my guard.
Our guard. It was our guard.
Nerds. Our guard. Now they speak in the exact same voice at the exact same time. They finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh, absolutely. If you don't think I'm gonna roleplay all three of my characters talking to each other, you don't know me very well.
Oh, boy. Well, don't say that to me. You're gonna make me sad.
I think the most important thing that we should bring up is the fact that Glenn has survived 2 deaths.
No, Glenn has not survived. Glenn has literally died twice.
Yeah.
God.
Rezzed.
I think Glenn is cursed and I don't want to be near him.
That's not a bad idea. Thank you for giving me ammunition.
It's a galaxy brain. Sure.
Literally, this
Word, I love you, man.
is purple and blue and filled with holes, and it's still waddling around. Anyway, okay. So on and on down the road towards the center of town. Your breath catches in your throat. Your chest tightens. You've been walking for what seems like 3 weeks now, and you only thought it was going to be one night. However, it turned out not to be the case. The fog seems to lift in this area, allowing you to see the town square in its entirety. And now it is in the absence that you pray that it would return. A truly horrifying sight unfolds before your eyes. A makeshift wooden platform, about 10 feet in height, has been erected in the center of town, in front of the town hall. You watch an abject horror as Arthur, a farmer, is led up a narrow staircase to the top of the platform by 2 demonic gargoyle-like creatures. Once there, a larger winged creature with 2 huge horns, leathery red wings, and a long twitching tail that ends in a scorpion-like stinger, anoints his forehead with a viscous black liquid while chanting in an infernal tongue. At this time, all of you may take 1 action. 30 seconds to hesitate is to lose the moment. Alex, 30 seconds. What are your characters doing?
Shit. Well, again, I don't know. I feel weird. I feel like my characters are kind of reactionary. So.
Hold your action.
Glenn is definitely eyeing that black liquid that he's applying to his head.
Yeah, he wants to steal some.
So I guess, how far away did you say we are from this platform?
I didn't actually. I'll stop the time just to clarify that. So you're in. You walk towards the center of town. The fog has lifted, so there's nothing obscuring your vision as you look into the town. I would say you're about 100 feet from the platform. None of the creatures seem to have noticed you. If they have, they're not. They haven't reacted to you.
Is there anything to hide behind between us and the creatures?
Yes. On your way there, you could sneak around the center of town. There are carts, other buildings, and vendor stands that you could attempt a stealth check to see if you can get behind the platform.
Okay, that's what Glenn is going to do. And he's just going to kind of saunter off like he's not involved.
He's gonna hide. All right. Cool. It
13.
is. Okay. Well, all right, 13 for your stealth check.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. No, it's good. Roll. Write it down and write stealth next to it. Andrew, what are you doing?
Let's see. You said there was carts and stuff.
There's stuff to hide
between,
behind.
Mm-hmm.
30 seconds.
I would say both my characters would, one on either side of the road to either cart would go hide next to those as well.
You're hiding as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. James, what are you doing?
You said that we arrived. We were short of breath, so Baguette.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but he's going to go with his friend.
I'm gonna run behind where the cook goes with Baguette. He's going to attempt the same thing because he trusts him.
Okay.
I will be very quiet.
Hiding as well.
Oh boy. And the acolyte is going to see where Glenn went, and the acolyte's going to actually go towards where Glenn went, and I think he's actually going to do the same. She's going to do the same thing. She's going to follow Glenn because it looks like Glenn's making she thinks Glenn's making a dash up towards the top for good reasons. She doesn't know him well enough.
You said they have erected a wooden platform and there's stairs, and there is what we perceive to be some kind of demon creature leading a farmer up the steps.
Two of those gargoyle creatures you've seen earlier, and a new kind of creature. This one's reddish. It's got a scorpion tail. He's leading him up the steps. Yes, and he's already.
Okay, about what's at the top of the steps?
He's at the top of the platform. You can't see at the moment. Well, the only thing at the top of the platform that you can see right now are the two gargoyles, this reddish creature, and Arthur the farmer. And he has anointed Arthur's head and is chanting in some kind of strange tongue.
Okay. Go obviously wants nothing to do with this. Is there a spot where the others have not hidden where Go can be by himself?
Sure.
That's where Go would like to go.
All right, Go is 40 feet from everybody else.
Okay. Now, if there's a spot is there still fog?
Go.
And mist and all spooky
No,
stuff?
not in the center of the outskirts of the woods of the town, but not in the center of the town. You can't see the fog.
I want to put Go in the dark wherever he is. I don't want him in the light of the street. So however I can do that.
Does this sort of look like a sacrifice or something? Is that what it looks like to us?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
The guards will look at everybody running away, look up at the platform and go, "Oi! Where are you lot going? It's an innocent man! I quit that! Hey!"
Beautiful.
What are you? We can't let this man die. We just gotta. Okay. And they're gonna not go fully up there, but they're gonna go kind of like 15 feet up, and kind of like both put their hands on their hips collectively and kind of peer up and try to see what's going on top of the platform and go, "Oi!"
Okay.
Hey, at least someone has guts.
Who gave me stealth checks? Go ahead and
Question.
I can give you one.
write them all down. Did everyone write their stealth checks down?
I put mine in chat.
Do we
yeah.
have to put? We have to do
With
two.
the word stealth next to it. Okay. It's probably the only things that we.
Do we have to do 2 stealth checks for each one for each character?
No, just one stealth check.
Oh,
That's all
crap.
I wanted.
Okay.
So
we're giving you that 4, James, because that's what you rolled earlier.
okay, that's fine.
And then 17, and then you know what? I take it back because Go is Go stealth anyway. And then Alex, you had a 13.
Yeah.
I can say I'll say you can share that because I only wanted one to begin with. So let me just write 13 in the chat because you're really lazy and you won't do it. Okay.
I wrote it down. You told me to write it down. I don't know.
I thought I said type in the chat.
You did.
I definitely said the chat. That's right. Okay. So with that, let me check my notes real quick.
Baguette, you're gonna get me killed.
Well, both of my characters are gonna get you guys killed.
Beautiful.
Cowards. Don't you love this town?
Hey, what?
And Arthur?
At 3 and 4 hit points, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Doesn't Desriel know that farmer? Doesn't he have like a farmer buddy clique? Farmer gang?
Desriel does know Arthur.
Oh, okay.
I will say that. Desriel would know Arthur. They're both farmers.
Well, okay.
All right. So let me just go ahead and describe what you're doing. Everyone's stealth, and I'll explain what happened with your stealth checks here in a second. Shit! I accidentally just fuck my notes. Where am I at again? Okay.
Jordan, before that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, nothing. I was gonna say something for Go, but go ahead.
Sure. All right, let me just go ahead. As everyone begins to move closer, skirting around the outside of the center of town, wondering what's about to happen, like cockroaches from the light, the twins stand forward, putting their hands on their hips and shouting an accusation into the crowd of these demons, stepping forward into the light. Now everyone can see that it is not only two gargoyle-ish creatures. There are another two stationed in front of the church, and one other in front of the town hall. 5 in total, 6 if you count this horrible, impish thing atop the platform, looking about the town square with his natural perception. The twins, both of them, they begin to finally grasp the full extent of the butchery in their brains. Tanya, the barmaid, is crawling on the ground, her legs sheared off at mid-thigh. Alec, the stable boy, is seated in a position, blood dripping down his face from an angle, a chopping cut that sliced off a third of his skull and brain. Worst of all, Marius, the innkeeper, struck on the appalling instrument of death, one arm hanging loosely by sinew, the blade deep in his torso, splitting open his chest. Your mind begins to register the atrocity of what is happening. These are your friends, your neighbors. They're being led like lambs to the slaughter. Underneath the platform is a huge bladed object. It looks as though these creatures were tossing the villagers from the top of the platform so that they would land on this upturned blade and be sliced into pieces. They crawl about on the ground, the ones left alive, guts streaming from their bodies, moaning faintly before they die. All of the homunculi notice. All the homunculi notice both the twins and, by extension, Baguette, who walked into town, talked, and then tried to go hide. I'm gonna follow you. Their eyes also find him as he goes and tries to hide behind his friend. Everyone else passes their stealth check. But Baguette is now hiding in the same place as our other Pierre. So Pierre and Baguette, at least Baguette is noticed. I'm not sure he noticed he's noticed, but pretty sure. The 5 homunculi take stock of the twins there, and the impish creature points to them with a wicked finger anointed with a long crooked claw and screeches in some kind of other tongue. No. They all prepare to attack, flashing their claws and charging. Go ahead and roll initiative if you're fighting. Actually, yeah. If you go, everyone roll initiative, and on your turn, if you don't like to fight, just tell me you're not.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, another 4.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, I got a 1.
You got a natural 1, I got a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah, I got a natural 1, but I'm hidden.
Oh, natural 20, Alex. Okay, so now I know who goes first.
I go last.
Glenn.
Yes.
Andrew?
That's right. Nobody rolled high.
Well, at least
Nobody
it
rolled
wasn't.
high, natural 20.
At least it wasn't a check for something.
No, initiative's still pretty important.
Yeah. We don't want them to go before we
It
go.
wasn't a check.
I'm still hidden. I'm still
I'd
hidden.
rather
Okay,
survive
guys, that's what I'm
for it.
making
It
up.
wasn't a performance check, thank God.
For real. Okay. Hold on a second. You guys are gonna be impressed with my roll. I'm just gonna let you figure it out.
60.
Natural 1. Natural 1. Natural 1.
Nice.
God dang it.
All right, Andrew.
Let me type it in because I forgot.
KKKKKKK. The hideous creatures attack, but seizing an opportunity, Glendale and Desriel are able to react first. What do?
I guess Des. What's the name of the farmer that he recognizes?
Arthur.
Arthur. Arthur is still atop the platform with this other creature.
Des is just gonna kind of get closer. So I guess if we were 100 feet, Des is just gonna, I guess, move like 30 feet closer and just say, Arthur, what the heck are you doing, you wily rascal?
Oh my god.
And that's gonna be his turn.
Desiree, actually, I'll go ahead and give you this. Desiree, Desriel can see Arthur's eyes glazed over, almost as though he's blind in some kind of malaise. His lids hang heavy as he looks down at Desriel, doesn't even respond, at least consciously, simply moans back at him meekly. But all right, cool. Des is now closer. Des, I would say, is close enough to the blade and the dead bodies that he's standing in the center of town, a little bit further out than the twins are. Immediately he's noticed.
I was saying, can the Batman see him?
It's William's turn.
It's really my turn? Holy shit, I rolled so low.
Yeah, we all rolled low.
Don't worry. I also rolled a 4.
Alright, so you said to pick an individual to play, correct?
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay,
go ahead
so
and
5
champ
enemies, and the imp is on the top of the stairs, so I assume he's at some vertical elevation from me.
10 feet up the staircase here.
Okay.
Am I surrounded? Are they all in front of me? How far away? Because you said there's some in front of the church. I mean, like, how many are in my immediate vicinity? How close am I to the nearest enemy?
The platform, the 2 seems like they're at least going to take a turn to get to you, unless you close the gap. If you move up on their turn, they'll get to you, just about. There is one within range for you to get to, one in front of there's 2 in range to get to you, 2 in front of the church, and then 1 in front of the town hall behind the platform. So you are in immediate vicinity of 2 of them.
If I move within the vicinity of those 2, can they be the only one? Are they the only ones that can attack me, or will the others also be able to reach me?
If you move into their vicinity, the others will reach you on their turn.
Oh, wait, what?
If you move towards them, the other ones can reach you on their turn.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will just brandish the silver dagger on Rubric, who still has a spear. Pretty sure. So they're my full 30 feet away?
Yep.
I'll move the 15 feet, and I will ready a reaction to take a swipe at them if they get within 5 feet of me.
Okay. It's James's turn.
Okay. So I'm doing 1 character or 2?
1.
Okay. So the baker realizes that he got caught. I'm assuming maybe you said he notices that they caught eyes with him. Okay, so he's going to he just sees them. He has eyes open wide. And he's like,
Oh, I think I made a muffin in my pants.
I'll finish.
Baguette, you fool!
Well, I'm going out swinging.
He's gonna take out his great club, and he's going to charge into battle as best he can, ready to bonk whatever he can hit.
Wait, I thought his great club was a giant rolling pin.
It is. It's not just a regular rolling pin. It is a gigantic rolling pin.
Rolling.
Sure, I'll allow it. If he charges forward, he can make it to the two in front of the church. Is that what he's doing?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
go ahead and give me an attack, you absolute unit, you man.
Fucking Chad.
Yeah, I don't know
Fucking
about.
Chad.
We might as well.
Oh.
Damn it, Baguette! What are you good for?
I mean, that's gotta hit, you know.
You're a piece of crap.
Huge, gigantic two. Charging forward.
This
when
dice
I'm
is trapped. I'm
swinging,
throwing this dice away. Fuck this dice. Give me a better dice.
Swinging wide, slamming his great club, his great pin into the door behind one of the homunculi. He briskly moves its head aside and stares at him with gnarled, angry, dripping teeth. Okay, nice. As a matter of fact, it's their turn.
No.
So the one that you took a swing at, from what it almost appears as though can't be too sure through its horrific visage, appears as it's smiling at you as it readies one of its claws to take your entire head right off. Swings. 17.
Yeah, I don't have to
Wow, I'm
look at
rolling
hits.
hot tonight. You guys are fucked. You guys are fucked.
That is a hit.
Roll 4. I'm rolling hot.
Okay. Alright. D4 slashing damage. 2.
Ooh, he's still alive.
Raking across the side of Baguette's head, he's narrowly able to save his neck from his shoulders, but a large chunk of his ear is taken off, flayed in the hands of this horrific monster. The other one notices Rubik's challenge to him and quickly flaps its vestigial wings and then runs in. Baguette, take your opportunity attack.
Yes. Come on. This is the real die. This is the one that's gonna roll a
Chad.
20. But I got one hit point left.
That silver dagger.
One hit point. Make it happen.
Yeah,
No!
Hey.
Hey, we should use this die.
Apparently.
Swinging around, discombobulated from his ear now missing, he meekly takes a swing with the last of his strength as this thing briskly dodges out of the way, charging in towards Rubik, completely unfazed, and takes a swipe at his head with its horrific twisted claws. 9. Do I hit you?
I have an AC of
No.
10.
You have an the guards? You have an AC of 13.
Oh, I was going to make
You have an
Nice.
Nope. So, taking a swing at them, more nimbly than Baguette, who is one person, the twins are actually able to move their bodies out of the way in a very strange way that only Siamese twins can. The creature is taken aback and misses with his claw attack. The other two, from
do I get my reaction attack? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You absolutely do. Go ahead and take your attack.
Of the two weapons, I
How many
want
weapons
to do the dagger.
Okay, you have 3 weapons in your hands.
I have
So-
3. What?
Oh, sorry. Well, Spear is 2-handed.
Natural 20.
Holy yes! Yeah.
Wait, is my reaction attack multi-attack?
No, you get to attack again.
I know,
rolling
but
this dice.
you said I'm playing as one character with multi-attack.
Yeah.
Is multi-attack only for actions and not reactions? Because you said I'm like cause I said I'm ready to reaction as.
Fuck yeah,
so I'm just
Cthulhu.
making sure. However you
That's
want to
actually
do
a
it.
really good question. I've
Dude,
never
that's
even
all.
seen that done. Hold on. Just gonna Google it real quick.
Wait, what was the question
Sorry,
exactly?
Can you multi-attack on a reaction, or is it just one
He
attack?
said since
You
I'm
multi-attack?
playing as 2 people as one, he's treating me as a single person with multi-attack, and I'm ready to reaction to attack anybody that gets within 5 feet of me. So
Does
I
that-
don't know if I make 1 attack or 2.
Is that not
before the
count as
natural 20.
your action?
Yeah,
Is it a
he
reaction?
was holding his action, so you're not.
Yes.
It's not functioning
Yeah.
as a reaction.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
probably just a
Yeah,
one. 'cause it's not an attack.
multi-attack can be specifically used on your action as a turn. It cannot be used as a reaction because it takes up your action. Got it. Okay, so no. So, but you're making it. You hit a natural 20.
Okay.
Give me 2. What the fuck did I just do? Please don't tell me. Oh, okay. Give me. Go ahead and roll 2d4.
+1/+1, right? Because I get the dagger, then I have +1 to attack.
You have +1 to attack because of the dagger. Is that what I said?
And +1 because of my blessing from the other campaign. On Rubric. I don't know how you want to do that.
Yes.
No, that's huge, Cthulhu.
you mean
Congratulations,
from
man.
the,
That's crazy.
from the light?
From the shrine that ate James Goblin.
So give me 2d4 plus 2.
What's up, Biscotti?
Swag.
I'm rolling like shit tonight, Biscotti.
7. Wait, only +2 once. Yeah, 7.
7. Okay. Moving out of the way, like I said, and only in the way is the twins kind of stepping both to opposite sides. Its hand flies in between them. Both Mother's Favorite and Rubric, other free arm shoots up, catching its arm in between them. They look at it with both look at it with a look of "you done fucked up now." Rubric's dagger flies into
Electric,
the side of the thing's neck, landing true and piercing through the other side. It screeches in pain as its head catches fire from the touch of the silver of the dagger. He withdraws it, drops the arm, and the creature falls to the ground, dead.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
Thank you.
The other two from the platform, seeing this, look at each other briefly. Then
Electric,
back
I hope
down,
you're enjoying it.
Snarl, leap from the platform, and try and close the distance. They charge in, but not now with reckless abandon of a charge. They are moving as a unit. The other, from behind the platform, does the same, a few steps only behind them. The creature at the top of the platform, seeing this, recoils, his eyes widen. He looks at Arthur, catches him by the breast, and launches him quickly off of the platform. And it's unclear whether or not he's going to come down on the blade. Let me roll real quick.
Does he say yeet when he throws him?
Natural. holy fucking shit. He rolled a nat 20.
No!
Wow.
Curse
Come
you!
on.
Curse.
Go ahead and
My characters are dying electric.
Alex,
There's
give me
without a doubt.
Dexterity saving throw.
Come on, Alex. You're hot.
You hot boy.
It's hot!
This is just going to be the DC is going to be high. 14. Noticing that his friend, his coworker, someone he has spent many nights with, is plummeting now towards the blade. Desiree reaches his arms out, long extended, towards Arthur, but too late. Arthur lands atop the blade, directly on his neck. His head goes trembling to the side, tumbling to the side off in the middle of town. Arthur has died, and the creature at the top of the platform is now gone. You look up, and a puff of smoke is all that remains of where he once stood. Correct. My turn?
Jeez.
It's Andrew's turn.
My turn.
All right, Elvis.
Here's a question. If I come from, I'm hidden right now. As soon as I step out, I'm not hidden anymore. Is that correct?
Yep.
I can't make any stealth attacks that way.
What do you mean stealth attacks? You don't have sneak attack.
Okay, I'm just wondering. I was wondering if I could crawl to somebody, but if anything, what I'm probably gonna do is go to where Baguette has gone and focus on that gargoyle that he took a wild swing at. And as I'm running up, I'm saying, Baguette, you fool! You left me! Don't worry, I shall come save you. And I'm going to freaking attack that gargoyle with both my knives drawn out.
Okay, give me 2 attacks then.
Alright.
We'll do this together.
Wait, what did
Oh,
Baguette even
missed
hear him?
I missed it.
Did Baguette even hear him? He
Bye,
kind of
Ben.
in the ear. What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What?
Come on. How do I put this in the thing, man? Get in the hole.
Come
Just
again?
drop it in.
Moo! What's up?
Oh, 11.
11. Let me see. Hold on. That might not be a miss. Except it is. Give me another one.
Yeah.
Give me
Another-
attack as your bonus action. Yeah. You're attacking
Come
with both
on.
lines, right? Miss hit.
19.
Alright, give me 1d4 damage.
1d4.
Not +1. Hello?
It's what?
4. Wow. Alright, these D4 have been acting weird with this tower.
The D4 don't do well in the tower.
Oh, okay.
D4
Thank you.
confused. But a 4, that works fine.
Yes.
So taking a swipe at this thing's head that just cleaved off Baguette's ear, it's too busy licking its lips over its inevitable meal when a dagger comes flying in towards its head. Is able to swiftly dodge the way of one, but then Pierre, under his own arm, slips the other dagger into the ribs of this creature. It gives out a shriek and recoils all the way backwards, landing its back against the door. It realizes it's cornered and seems very damaged. Good job. Nice hit.
I got you,
Nice.
Bucket. Don't you worry, my friend.
What?
God.
We're not out of the fight yet.
Why does this character get more and more annoying?
I heard that.
It's Allison. It's Allison.
You shut up, voice in the sky. I know you're there.
No. It's some ass character.
After Desriel sees what happens to Arthur, he's just gonna go, well, shucks. And did we say that the shining thing under the platform has been picked up yet? Was that the?
Thing. What?
He's talking about the blade.
There's a blade. The blade is quite large. If you want to try to pick it up.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, if I can, I forgot how far away you said I was from the platform. I know I moved up 30. You know, I said you were.
You were in stealth, and I assumed that while you moved in stealth, you moved closer to the platform.
Okay.
Because you had to move into the town square. So you are within range to walk over to it. I'm going to give you a Constitution saving throw, because you're walking through the corpses and bodies of your former friends. But if you'd like to go try to pick up the blade, you absolutely can.
I do want to do that.
I think they're more like
Okay.
acquaintances to Glenn.
Yeah, he said, well,
Yeah.
shucks.
Well, shit.
This is Dez, not Glenn.
Oh,
Glenn
Mhm.
okay.
You missed the tower.
Huh?
You missed the tower.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Oh, okay.
Get it in there.
Come on, big money, big
Says
money.
Andrew, who can't put it in there.
Shut up.
10.
10.
Okay. 10.
Well, technically 11 because.
Oh, he's a farmer. Perfect. Okay, good. Strong stomach. He's been through a lot, has seen a lot, birthed many calves. But Desriel has never seen anything like this, walking into the gore of his friends and families through the blood and slick wet flat on the ground. He almost slips in it, catches himself just before he hits the ground, but does eventually make it to this blade. Grabbing it in his hands, he realizes the blade is roughly the size of his torso, but does have a heft that he did not see before, like a shaft of an axe taped to the ground. This thing looks horrific. Its shine is obsidian, like liquid midnight, slick with fat and blood. As he lifts it from the ground,
Ooh.
those appear to slide off completely. Give yourself a great axe +2.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's badass.
Imagine how much corn you can, get with that thing.
Threshing.
How much was great axe? 1d12?
I think so. Great axe.
Or is it 2d6?
I'm gonna say 1d12. I'll get the die.
I'll just look it up right now. 1d12. 1d12 slashing damage,
Waifu!
heavy two-handed. You're going to have, as Desriel, who is not trained to fight with weaponry, a club is one thing, an axe is a completely different thing to wield, especially this malignant aperture of death. You're going to have a -2 to hit.
I'll count them down.
You'll get a +2 if you hit.
This is until Kingdom Hearts.
So it's a -2, 1d12 +2.
Wow! So he found an axe.
Okay, it's really
Is me?
Mhm.
Nice.
Get him.
So, what's the distance?
Like
between the
Arby's,
platform
we
and
love
church,
the
or is
rants.
The platform right in front of it.
We've got the rants. That's what it is.
The platform is in front of the town hall. The church is kind of off to the left.
Okay. I guess my question is,
Oh, the new Kingdom Hearts?
how far away is Go from the church?
I'd say Go is
That's
40
our
40 feet, because he hid away, and I said he's 40 feet away from everybody.
Or is he talking
So
about
Go couldn't make it on this turn unless he dashed.
And there are 3 people running at the twins.
Yeah, from what it looks like, 3 people running towards you.
Okay. And there's 2 in the same spot and 1 running towards me from a little further away.
No, there's yes, yeah, oh yes, yeah. And they're running towards kind of all of you. You are fairly close, only about 15 feet from the skirmish between Baguette, Pierre, and this other one near the door. So within the next round, they'll all get to you. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well then I will go up to the closest one next to me. And Rubik will go, "Oi, you're next. See your friend there?" And I'm gonna point at towards the gargoyle with my bloody dagger, and I want to make a multi-attack with the twins.
Okay. Real quick, are you going up to the one that Pierre and Baguette are fighting, or to the closest one charging?
No, because there's 2 in front of me, and the one behind is the one they're fighting. Correct?
No, they're fighting a completely different one that was still in front of the church.
Is this like a left to right situation, or like a forward and back?
Oh, that's a good question, yeah. Get an
Because
idea how it
I
looks.
assume the ones charging me are closer to me than the one they are fighting. Is that right?
Yeah, not so much. They're about even. You could make it to any of them without taking an opportunity attack. I want
to attack a fresh gargoyle.
Fresh gargoyle. Okay, good. So you run up into the 3 charging. Got it.
If
Okay.
you just want to say it's like a fray type situation, I just want to attack a fresh gargoyle.
It'll be a melee with everybody about 5 feet from each other. Everyone will start getting opportunity attacks. So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Fucking theater in mind though.
Hold on.
This is why when we do Storm Kings we use maps.
Maps, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, we
Why
could
use
draw
maps.
it vaguely if we want.
I'm not gonna waste the time and do that.
One sec. 11 on the dagger, 6 on the spear, and I get +1 on the spear, so 12.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah. So 12. Wait, 12 on the spear. 12 on the dagger.
12 on the spear.
12 on the
Spear.
Wait, what did I say?
You said 12 on a
Orange is
spear.
dagger. Oh, I'm sorry. No, then it's just 11 because dagger isn't a strength weapon, right?
It can
So
be.
11
Correct.
dagger, 7 spear. Dagger dex isn't.
I thought it was optional.
Unless it's if it's finesse, that means hold on. Dagger.
It is a silver dagger, so that's all I know.
Oh, that dagger. Oh, yeah.
It's usually
It's a finesse. If it's a finesse weapon, you can use strength.
Swag, I'll use strength.
You can plunge it with all of your might.
yeah, instead of a
So,
It's
precise
okay.
still a rather low roll, however. Then it's only a.
It's a 12 though.
12 might be it.
Oh, yes, 12.
12's a hit.
Yeah,
give me damage.
that was overly confusing.
Give me damage. 1d4 plus 2.
Five.
Nice.
5. Okay. So charging into this creature, dagger flashing. In the moonlight, you're next. The spear goes wide for Mother's favorite, slashing at it. But as it gets out of the way of the spear, the twins now working in uncommon unison, almost as though controlled by a single entity, one mind. Rubric catches its sidestep with its spear, plunging it deep into the side of this creature. It roars in pain as its body again, just like you saw with the little girl earlier, with Claire. Its body appears to, the structural integrity, something's wrong with its molecules, begins to like shift and shiver, quake, as it pulls the dagger from its side, rearing in pain. It suffers an AC loss and 5 damage. It looks pretty banged up.
Nice.
Nice.
I just realized fucking Desriel has like a silver axe and a great axe.
Yeah.
Axe man!
Alex is like, yeah. That is my turn. I don't think I have a bonus action.
Nice.
Oh, well, I guess as a bonus action, can I scream something to the group?
Sure, you can go as a free action.
Okay, I'm just gonna go, "Oi, you silver!" And then that's all I'm gonna say.
Nice. Nice. It's James's turn.
Let's go, James.
I have to try to make Baguette do something before he croaks. So
Do you have a silver rolling pin?
he does not have. He
Oh,
does
please
not
do.
have a silver.
A smaller rolling pin.
An even smaller, tinier one.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got his original rolling pin, but he wants to use his.
He doesn't have throwing knives. He's got throwing rolling.
Yeah, he wants to use the clobber weapon. So he's going to.
Apparently, you can't miss 3 times in a row, James. That was just,
It's not me.
I don't
It's
know, have you
Baguette.
seen Alex roll in Talking
Yeah.
Thunder? You know? Have you met Ruby?
I'm going to flatten you like a pancake.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
nope.
Yep.
Yeah, I missed 3 times in a row.
Mhm.
That's 7.
Bleeding disoriented, I'm gonna flatten you like a pancake is the last strong thing he does in these next 6 seconds as he meekly swings his humongous rolling pin at the monster who doesn't know whether to dodge or laugh. Gleefully sidestepping it while holding its black blood in from the piercing shot of Pierre. It's now their turn
No!
in retaliation for this atrocity against him. Noticing the last thing that he can do, maybe from bleeding out, is kill Baguette by ripping his throat from his body. He attacks.
Too fast.
10. Did I hit you?
Yes, I think it does.
No, I don't.
Oh, he's got an
Oh,
11.
Yes.
Ooh, shut up.
Yo.
Can't touch me. Can't touch me.
God damn it.
I gets like nauseous and like accidentally sways out the side because of all the blood loss.
Yeah.
Literally, that's
No.
what I was about to say. That
Pierre
he's-
is
that he's
astonished.
so that his blood loss is so great that when the claw comes by, he faints slightly out of the way, but it comes so close, it clips the top of his hair, swiping a large section off. It was a huge bald spot where the claw almost took half of his head off.
He's gonna
the other ones.
he's gonna shake his apron and throw flour at them.
Okay. The other two take their attacks against Rubric and
It's like an ultra instinct
his
mode.
brother.
Good. I could feel a nat 20 coming if he survives.
Why does he keep going?
All right. 17 and 4. So 1 miss, 1 hit. Okay. Attacking Rubric and Mother's favorite, these two. One in desperation, the other fresh, but doesn't seem to care much that his compatriot is bleeding and wounded very severely. They attack with desperation towards him. 1 damage. One of them gets their claws into Mother's favorite's side,
Uh-oh.
pulls out a small chunk of flesh, while the other swipes violently, gaining no purchase. The other one, trailing behind, actually notices the dying Baguette over to the right and decides maybe it's time to take his pound of flesh rather than attack Rubric in a jump. Go ahead and make an opportunity attack. Actually, no, I said they're all within 5 feet. So he's just kind of pushing in. He's just kind of clustering in. He's going to attack Baguette.
No!
12. Is that a hit?
Yep.
Is it because I have one ear?
Oh, 1 HP. All right. The bleeding Baguette, who almost falls to the ground, but doesn't quite, is stunned to see another monster directly in his face. "You can't touch this," he says, are his last words as a claw plunges into his throat, the finger coming out of his mouth, shutting him up once and for all. It withdraws his hand as his lifeless body falls to the ground.
His real last words are,
Fuck you, voice in the sky!
I hate that. Goodbye, Baguette. Baguette is dead.
You could have been nicer!
Nature. Andrew, take a turn.
oh, poor Baguette.
Seeing one of his great friends, Baguette, finally fall, is gonna send flippin' Pierre into a rage, and he's going to continue to stab to death the gargoyle that's right in front of him, as he's saying, "This is for my friend."
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me an attack.
That's
roll
me!
two?
Yeah.
Or just
I'm still dying!
Roll two.
I thought we were gonna get away from the Baguette voice, but I was wrong.
11 plus 1, so 12.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Good job!
That's also a hit. 2d4.
Wow, you couldn't have done this last round!
Shut up. Just die.
Let me see.
Please.
2 on that one, and do I roll another one?
Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, that one's 3. This one is not. This one. Oh, it's 3 anyway, so 6
Nice.
damage altogether. And you were targeting the one who killed him or the weak one?
The weak one, because I'm already engaged with him and I'm already pissed.
Okay, the weak one stumbles back towards the church, ignoring the one who actually just downed his friend. Baguette flies into a frenzy, a tactical frenzy, going after the weak one. The weak one doesn't even have time to try anything. It just reaches its hands out to defend itself as he descends upon it with his knives, carving into its flesh, stabbing and slicing, peeling it apart. By the end, it looks like poorly packaged meat. It's dead against the church door.
This is for my friend, you bastards!
Well done, well done.
I think that character's from Fairy Tale, bro.
It's something fairy tale.
Something friends.
Alex's turn.
Okay.
Pierre.
With Dez, I guess I'm gonna take the axe and I'm gonna swing at the closest gargoyle to me.
Okay, so you're gonna run back and attack the gargoyles that are attacking Rubric and Mother's Favorite. That would be the ones you're kind of attacking them from behind at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Jordan, the one I hit didn't die, right?
No, it's not that.
It's really
Okay.
hurt though.
Oh yeah, its molecules got all rearranged. It's a phantom. It's a phantom.
Phantom. Oh, what was that?
15.
Nice.
-2. 13. That's a hit. Give me 1d12 plus 2 damage.
It's a 15 minus 2 plus 2 though, right?
7.
Plus 2 to the damage.
Oh.
9.
So 9.
Wading back through the bodies with this axe as the melee goes on, as Pierre dies in the brawl of teeth and fangs. Rubric sees from behind this gargoyle that he is attacking. And you said you were attacking the weak one or the...
I guess the closest one to me, unless I can reach all of them. Then I would definitely attack the weaker one.
the weaker one. Okay, so the one who is rearranged, who has a lower AC anyway. As Rubric glances over while he fends off the attacks from the gargoyle that got Mother's favorite, and Rubric look over and see the looming figure of I want to say Desriel, an axe lifted high into the air, far above all of their heads. Swings down to the ground, planting beneath the feet of this gargoyle as it slowly splits. From the shoulder all the way down through the pelvis. It falls to the ground in just 2 heaps of itself.
Jeez.
Wow. Holy crap.
Good. William's turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Mother's favorite. We'll see that Desriel has 2 axes. And we'll go, "You're being selfish. Let me get that one." He's gonna reach out for the silver axe you have.
Bonus action. Wait, are you trying to take it?
I'm asking Desriel for the weapon, yes, and as a bonus action, if that's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop you.
Okay. So you grab it.
So Mother's favorite will kind of fill it in his hand. He goes, "Seems good." And then in the middle of a sentence, I want to do a quick swing at the gargoyle that's still remaining, and obviously as a multi-attack. So silver dagger and silver axe.
Okay.
Alright, I'll do orange dagger again, purple is axe.
Yeah.
That's a 5 for the dagger, 18 for the axe.
Axe hits, dagger misses.
1d6 plus 1, right?
I believe that's what the axe is. What did I tell you, Alex? Silver axe, 1d6 plus 1. Yep.
Yeah.
And axe.
4.
4. Okay. But it's silver. Fending this creature off, the other one dies. The one that you are fighting sneaks a glance over. Its eyes widen as it sees the sacrificial blade just cleaved in half. Its compatriot, now frightened, it goes to recoil, but is caught inside by Mother's favorite's axe, who wrenches out of its ribs. Once again, its body begins to twist and contort, kind of vibrating with this hit of this axe. It takes a large amount of damage relative to its gangly size, and looks pretty bad. Not dead. Looks still vicious, but pretty bad. It's James' turn.
Okay. Where is Glenn still just kind of hiding out right now?
You can't even see Glenn. Glenn hid pretty well.
Well, Amara was following Glenn.
Oh, Amara followed Glenn?
Yeah.
Oh, so Amara can do.
And again, is he just hiding out still?
Why are you asking me?
Literally just
Hasn't moved.
Okay.
Thank you.
I guess she just kind of whispers over to him.
So what's the plan?
do I have to wait until my turn to answer?
Nah, you're both in the same exact place. Whatever, let's just get through it.
I could say.
Go ahead and answer.
I suppose we wait for all of the destruction to be gone, and then scavenge for potions.
I'm sorry, did you say potions?
Ready? Break!
And then I continue to.
I thought you were here because we were gonna rush in and help everyone. Well, that's unfortunate because we have the upper hand.
So we're hidden, and I can make a mad dash towards the stairs at this point.
Yeah, a mad dash towards the stairs. Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, with 60 feet. Yeah, you can get. What? Wait, stairs. You mean towards the platform?
Yeah. To get up to where those guys were. Because there's.
Oh no, you would only have to. You'd have to 2 turns. If you dash in, yeah, you're in the fight, but you can't attack.
Okay. So she's gonna say.
We'll wait one more round.
She's gonna take the hide action because she didn't do a very good job at hiding before, so she's gonna take the hide action.
Sure.
Round, she says.
whatever. 10. No, it's worse.
So, okay. Alright. No, then you rolled 4, didn't you? And a
Yeah, it's
13?
better. Yeah, it's better than it was. No, well, I didn't roll a 13 on her. You only took the 4.
Sure. Alright, it's my turn. Now, with their backs to a wall, the other two gargoyles, the one with its claws dripping with blood, goes to Pierre's back as he viciously cuts apart the other gargoyle, preparing to tear his spine out. Big roll.
Come on, fiend!
18, that's a hit. 1d4 damage. 2.
Wrong direction.
I'm trying.
What do you have now? 0?
0.
Oh.
I died.
Goodness. Okay.
Can I say my final words?
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
As Pierre's final words, he's seeing, the gargoyle attack him, and he finally drops his French facade, finally, and he says, "Well, shit."
Oh man. Yep. As a matter of fact, it's just like that. Chopping this gargoyle to pieces, butchering it against the door. He sees the other shadow loom behind him. Well, shit, he says, dropping his both daggers out of his hands, bloody and beaten. One of the gargoyle's claws pierces all the way through his chest, breaking his rib cage and making him suffocate on his own blood. He dies instantly as he falls to the ground. The gargoyle's hand retracts, and Pierre is dead. This gargoyle is getting bodies.
Jeez.
All right.
Kill both back in.
Epic death, Pierre. Epic death.
Thanks.
Now, this other one.
The gargoyles are like, I'm afraid you've been chopped.
Let's go to Hell's Kitchen.
What are you?
Lamb sauce.
Where's the lamb? He was just looking for the lamb sauce. Alright, he found it. Okay, the other one is going to attack Mother's favorite and Rubric because it's no way out. Stuck between a furbog and a Siamese twin. 8. Did I hit you?
Nope.
Okay. So, alrighty then. Weakened from his attack, reeling and spinning now in circles trying to get a good angle. But unfortunately, can't. He swings meekly one last time, but misses. Okay. Let's say it is now. I think I only had 2 gargoyles left, right? Yeah. One got stabbed with a dagger. One got butchered by Pierre. Sorry, I'm keeping up my little tallies. One took 4 damage.
I think there might be 1 left.
One's dead. No, there's 2 left. One got killed by Big Boy Jezreel. And so there's one with 5 HP, or not 5 H, whatever. That's a lot of health left.
Yeah,
okay.
a lot.
Now, it's Andrew's turn.
Flippin'.
It's more than one.
Halastair is finally gonna lean up, and he's gonna draw out his bow from behind cover and aim it at the one that's the gargoyle that's right in front of Rubric and Mother's favorite, and he's gonna say, "Well, it's time for me to make my final act." And he's gonna release his arrow.
Give me a shot with your arrow. Give me a ranged
Please
attack.
roll a 1.
Give me a ranged attack with a natural 1.
Please tell me he slicks back his hair right before he fires the arrow.
14. So
Minus 1.
13. Yeah.
13. That's a hit. Give me some damage.
All right, and that's 1d6, right?
Who was the one you're firing at? The one who's attacking Mother's favorite and Rurik?
Right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I think it's the only one left besides the one that attacked at the church.
Yeah, there's another one. At the
It's
church door.
fine. It's fine.
5.
Damage. Nice, big damage.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Minus one is 4. Okay. So for a damage roll of 4. Make his final act indeed. Pulling his bow out, loosing his arrow in a very flashy and dramatic way.
It's
Right between the two heads of Rubric and Mother's favorite, whiz the arrow of the bow lands in the neck of the gargoyle, who lurches backwards, stumbles for a moment left and then right, and then falls dead on its feet, landing to the ground with a thud. Also dead.
As a bonus action, can I start doing like the hip twist, like, you know, jig back and forth a little bit?
so. Is he an Elvis personator or is he Johnny Bravo?
It's as best as I could do, man. Okay.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be Elvis, but
He's
it's more like
definitely
Johnny Bravo.
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo is based on Elvis, so it's fine.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Alright.
Close enough.
I have Johnny
Yeah.
Bravo in my head,
This is
but in the outfit now of Elvis. Yeah.
Literally Johnny Bravo. I'll tell you. Yeah.
I'm giving it my best, guys.
He tried. He's really tried.
I love it.
He's really come far.
I love
And as a matter of fact, speaking of coming far, it's Alex's turn.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, Des.
Someone's have to explain that one to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Hey.
Des is just gonna fight another gargoyle. I guess the one that's doing all the killing, if he's close enough to Des.
He's close enough. Go ahead and go
Okay,
ahead and
cool.
Des and Twins MVP.
This is Des again.
Yeah.
Dang, man, hot today.
So 15.
Oof. Wow, hit. Give me some damage. 1d12. +2.
Finish him.
9 to 11.
Thank you, Cthulhu.
Alright,
Thank
this
you.
gargoyle
Woo.
barely has
Welcome
time
in.
to turn around.
Hell yeah, Cthulhu. Thank you
from
so
his
much, man.
Two fresh kills gloating over the bodies
have
of
the
his committed
emotes.
supper. He hasn't noticed the rest of the fight has gone completely south for their team. Turning around, the last thing he sees is once again this huge torso-sized axe head descend on
Thank
him.
you, Cthulhu. That was far too
Into the
kind.
ground, slicing to the ground, ringing with an eerie noise. He stands for a moment, confused, looking back and forth at the rest of his prey before he feels a sharp
Prey.
pain in his shoulder. His top part of his body slides off, landing to the right of him, his feet still standing for a second more before they fall forward as well. Black ichor spills across the ground. That concludes the carnage of this battle, as that was a very dead gargoyle creature.
Nice.
Yo, you need to just stand in front, please.
Yeah, Des just swinging that axe wildly.
2 axes, baby.
1 X. I got one.
1x now.
Fear I've made a mistake.
Can I RP something for go?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so this will just be quick because I wanted to do this at least once. Rubric will go, "Oi, where's the lizard?" Go will go, "Go here, Mr. Crossbreed." "Oh, there you are, you scaly bastard." "Oh, me go. Go where?" "Go here."
Oh,
"We're already here." "Yes." "Right. Off to the church then."
very good.
Yes. That was fantastic.
Beautiful. Decide what you guys are gonna do here in 1 second, because I'm gonna run to the bathroom, grab a drink, and I'll be right back.
Me and Glenn make a break
everyone-
for it. We run up the stairs. We've been waiting,
This is-
waiting this whole
this is-
time.
He's going for as many fluids as he can get his hands on.
Oh, yeah.
This is early,
Collect.
but I need to take a piss. So this is gonna be the final act anyway. So everyone take your 5-minute break. Get me back here.
So I roll up my other character.
We'll finish up our. I'll tell you. We'll finish up our RP.
Alright, well, I'll...
As of right now, nobody has another character. But we'll see. So I'll be right back.
man, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was somehow any of us survived is some sort of miracle.
You know, from the rip when Pierre met up with Baguette flipping, he was with him the entire time up until he died too. That's crazy.
I'm afraid to unlock this because I feel like I'm going to unlock the table or the floor somehow. So I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until I can click it and copy it because I can't even click it for some reason.
I can't copy anything.
Well, it's because we're not
I
promoted.
don't have. Oh, how do I get more dice of like D20?
We're not allowed. We have been forbidden
Oh.
because of all the damage we do to the board. As soon as it gives us power, we're like, break.
I'm innocent. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think Halastair would probably go up to Dez and say to Dez, "You got some skills there, Sonny Jim, with that great axe of yours." Hoo-ha-hoo.
Okay, the hoo-ha-hoo is why everybody thinks you're Johnny Bravo.
I can't help it, man. It's in the character now. Quite a stylish way to finish a battle, don't you think?
So I'm assuming that from what we know from the thing at the top of the pillar, like they're gonna assume that maybe they were doing some sort of ritual. So
Yeah, I was thinking at the beginning I could have released an arrow to maybe stop the demon up top, but it was 100 feet away. I forget how far the range for an arrow is. Isn't it like 60 feet?
It's a short bow.
It depends on the bow.
Yeah, it's a short bow, so I believe it's like 6320, I think, or something like that. I can double check. But yeah, I mean, it would. You can always shoot out of range, but it'll just be at a disadvantage. What his short bow is 8320. That was pretty close.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
you could have moved forward just slightly and gotten it. Oh,
So
God,
what I
my
had to
posture
have
is so
done
bad,
was
Moo, thank you.
move to like the little caravan thing and then take a shot with my action.
Yes,
But
I was like super
that's
hunched.
if I would have got initiation and not a 1.
Oh, the initiative instead of rolling a 1, you mean?
Yeah, because he said just do actions.
Oh.
And I don't know if he would allowed like 1 shot to happen, because none of us really attacked, so I don't really know what he would have done.
Yeah. I mean,
But I could.
I was worried about being too courageous.
Yo, all I heard in my head as when you dodged that first attack with Baguette, it was just like the Dragon Ball Super Ultra Instinct.
She does say. I'm back.
I was like, damn. It was bound to happen though. But we got killed by the same guy.
All right. Is everyone back? Or are we doing stuff?
I think I'm gonna run to the bathroom myself. Take me like 30 seconds.
Boy, I still run to the bathroom 5 minutes ago.
It didn't need to come until like right now.
Squeeze it out. When I say use the bathroom, that's an order as the DM. You can use the bathroom. You get the fuck out of my game. It was a fun one shot though, right, guys? I mean, like, y'all aren't annoyed that it's.
I don't mind it just taking. I enjoy
Yeah, I'm
having
enjoying
characters that I don't mind taking ridiculous risks with. So
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
fun to do it just for that.
Okay, cool. I know I'm because I know how I'm feeling a little bit. I'm like at the end of last week, I was like, all right, 3 sessions is gonna be good. We're not gonna take all night, but like now playing it, I was like, I can't believe this is taking 3 sessions. I want to get back to Storm King so badly. Like I think that's what it is. It's not that playing D&D. It's like we're still. It's like I'm just not in spooky mode. Like spooky mode was October.
Yeah.
Like and now I'm just like, I want to get to Storm King so badly. Not that everybody in the stream should log out because I'm like, the DM's like, this game is not worth it. It's totally worth it. The ending climax is about to get really, really good.
This is great, man. Thank you so
I
much.
knew I should have cut it down a little bit longer. I don't
No,
know this guy.
no.
This is a one shot. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I just can't wait to figure out why everything's happening. Hopefully, there is some sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that kid. It's that kid we left in the street.
Oh,
He's
the
behind it all.
Yeah, it's all the children. This will teach
Hi,
you to
Niblet.
fucking
Hi,
trust
Joji.
children in my games. Next time, like, I swear to God, like, I was thinking about that, like the actual characters, like, in Storm King's Thunder are gonna come across a child in Goldenfield and you're gonna be like, kid's kind of fucking sus. And they're just gonna murder him.
Yeah.
like, outright, like, Beatrice is just gonna stab a kid in the mouth. Yo, child kind of sus.
Yeah, we're playing. Yeah, we're all playing unlike our usual selves, because I don't like this is 3 characters I've lost now.
Yeah, you keep
Jeez.
yours is the. I mean, well, first of all, I don't know. You threw that Minotaur away. That was, I don't know. Like you got in like a really bad part of the dice situation. That was like just a really deadly situation with your orc. You died in combat as Beckett, and then like you just threw a Minotaur into a fire. Like you literally threw that character into a fire. I don't
He
know
was
how
hungry.
else to say
He
that.
couldn't avoid it.
You were like, oh yes, fire all around. I'm pretty sure. There's even if we had a map, there was no better way to describe what was going on there.
No, he smelt the cooking meat, man. He couldn't avoid it. He couldn't.
Played him true, man. Played him true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you played that character the way it is, but like that was just a character that was just never gonna live on.
Whoopsie.
What is your inspiration? Meat, nothing else.
Yeah.
He's a shonen
Oh,
anime
please let that happen, Cthulhu. Please let that happen.
I know, right? He's like playing Luffy.
Yeah, I like that.
Only Luffy's
JoJo
like
is
level
perfect.
1000.
Yeah.
There is a
Plot armor
Siwa
level
person. What does that mean? I don't even know what the
for real,
Siwa is.
honestly.
Cthulhu. I might be
I think we're all
naive
there.
there.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, your dog, JoJo.
Like I said, it's not gonna run super long. So what are we what are your characters doing? Might as well just do this. What are your characters doing?
Amara's gonna make the dash that was promised to her from Glenn. She's gonna try to dash up to the ritual site to see what she can collect, to see what had happened and why, and maybe something that she could bring back. She's an acolyte. She has an idea of rituals, the occult. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. So let me just, instead of going one by one, let me just describe the scene then. Like I said, there's a platform. This is an unfamiliar platform to anybody. Your town did not have a gallows in its center. This is like a new construction here. It looks like it was hastily scrawled together this very night, and as a matter of fact, there are at least the corpses of 20 villagers, all sewn in half and split in pieces on the ground, blood, guts, gore, and body parts everywhere, all at the hands of that mighty axe that is now being wielded by Desriel over here. Your sheet says something weird, Alex. It says,
Yeah, he deleted all this stuff
Oh,
at some
what the
point.
hell?
That's been like
Oh,
that
shit.
that's been like that for a little while.
Anyway.
Whoops.
Everyone, for future reference, I feel like everyone's just like, can you copy in this game? Can you like copy paste?
Yeah, you can
Probably
copy paste,
You
yeah.
can copy.
Okay, because everyone should be copy pasting those things just to save it. For
Well, you could
themselves.
just save it,
have
just save the notes every now and then, but I don't think any of us
How
could,
do you
He's telling
we
me.
can't because we're not
how do you save
promoted.
notes?
I'll just promote everybody so that.
I know it was
that.
advertised
save
as a
it.
one shot.
Power.
I said I'll promote everybody I lied.
I
I'm
mean,
not
it
promoting
technically still
Uh,
is, even though we've played 3
anyway.
times.
It's too late.
It still was part of one story. We haven't left the town yet.
I can't go to the tower.
Not too
You're
late.
safe.
It's not too late. So anyway, so that's
like
all
one-
on the ground.
one
like I said,
overarching
facing the
story.
platform, and then of course the 2 buildings of note in the center of town. We're not going to go into too much of it. Are the church and the town hall. This was a fairly religious town, and so this is basically
Or-
the only things in the very center of town.
The King of
Aside from
Pentacles.
platform. So, Glendale, for you specifically, there's a lot of body parts of like monsters and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to. I guess is there any more of that black ichor laying around?
That's all that was
I'm
up there? Was just parts of bodies?
Parts of bodies, and yes, oh sorry, that's a good question. I almost completely forgot. There's a bowl. It looks like some kind of wooden bowl of what appears to be anointing liquid. It is black. It is viscous, and when you approach it, there is a ominous foreboding about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Alex. I'm gonna.
Well, I was gonna.
Try to take that, if anything, but.
I was just gonna, I guess, just start scraping it into a vial if I have any left.
If you're trying to take it, if you're contesting each other, sleight of hand versus sleight of hand.
I wouldn't contest. If anything,
Rupert
I'd let
also
him.
wants to contest it.
Because it looks like well, Rubik's not by us.
Yeah, Rupert didn't say he ran up to the top. You can run up to the top if you want to try.
I've been letting you guys talk.
He's definitely going to get some. Yeah, as I'm saying, you didn't interrupt me. He's definitely going to get some before you get up there.
Well, I just gonna say Rubik wants to go to the top of the stairs.
Sure, but like I said, if she's not contesting it, then what has happened before Rubik has gotten to the top of the steps? Rubik and Mother's Favorite have coordinated themselves enough to get to the top of the steps.
The Mother's Favorite
has been able to scrape some of the black ichor into a vial. Give yourself a vial of horrific black anointing fluid.
What?
Oh shit, Alex! I'm so sorry. Your notes. You had so much on your notes too.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right?
I mean, but like for the end of the
have we written anything down? Can't we just reload the map?
True.
Yeah. You know what? I will do that.
Only thing I've done is reduce my HP by 1.
William, you're right. You're absolutely right. When you're right, you're right.
Oh. Bing.
Yeah. So Amara is not going to resist trying the letting Glenn take the liquid, as he's already said that's what he wanted to do, but she will try to roll some sort of arcana on the bowl itself and see what it's for, and see if she can find anything else about it.
Okay, roll arcana. Just make sure, like I said, Alex, add your great axe and your vial.
Hey,
and,
dagger! Thank you.
Take your hand axe away, and William, put your sword hand axe.
Here.
What's your arcana check?
12 plus nothing, so 12. Dagger, that's a good question.
12.
Dagger, we have no classes. We are just basic.
With her knowledge,
townsmen.
Fluid, that's definitely
civilians.
what it is. The bowl appears to be some kind of spiritual. Some kind of, they were performing some kind of spiritual rite. And the bowl appears to be part of that. Whatever liquid is left inside does appear to have some kind of magical property to it, something malignant and harmful. She can feel as though it is there's some connection between this liquid and the gargoyle creatures that are all around her. They don't appear to be exactly the same. They're not the same viscosity. They're not exactly the same color, but she can tell that it is the same material. This appears to be a much higher concentration of whatever it is that powers these creatures.
I want to cut in whenever James is done here.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, at the top, I don't know if your person's still up there or not. I forget her name. But Rubik just wants to. I don't care if Glenn is there or not. As long as there's some anointing fluid left, is there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rubik just wants to go. Well, this seems to work. So let me just try this here, and he's gonna put his silver dagger into whatever remaining of the liquid.
Okay.
See what happens.
Upon putting your silver dagger into the liquid,
not like drench it in there, just like put the pointy end in it, you know.
The pointy end in, dipping it into the liquid. there's a moment's pause where there doesn't appear to be anything going on. Nothing appears to happen for a second. It just kind of sits at the top of this almost oil-like, sludge-like liquid. A moment later, the bowl begins to vibrate. He can feel that it's not the bowl precisely, though. It appears to be the liquid that is almost trying to escape from the silver. Since there is nowhere to go, the bowl shatters into bits. The black of the liquid spatters everywhere. And it's now all over your arm and the ground and whatever was left of the bowl.
Rubik, we'll just go. Right. And I want to rip off a piece of my shirt and try to wipe the liquid off my arm.
Okay. Ripping his shirt off and wiping the liquid off his arm, it comes off easy enough.
Any effect on me?
Not that you know of yet.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's also on Glendale and the priestess.
Oh, it's on me?
It's on everybody, yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Except for
we'll just have to consider it war paint, I guess.
Oh, God. Oh,
Right.
very good.
That's probably alright. Yeah, I'm just
can
gonna-
she pick up the pieces of the bowl? Is anyone gonna stop her? She wants to. It's still there, right?
Rubik
Sure.
will look at her confused, but he's not gonna stop her.
Okay.
I want to take this back to my priests. Perhaps this has more meaning than we think.
Alright.
Mother's favorite will go. It's just a bowl.
Oh.
It's possible, but it was ritualistic, and
It's possible.
not the time for jokes.
And she.
But it was funny.
Dad joke.
that was good.
I didn't know Mother Favorite was a dad. How's that even work? Anyway. Okay, so yeah.
Go is just trailing behind everybody. He's ready to enter the church. However, is there any food or superior weapons than a one-handed dagger? It has to be one-handed though, around. Maybe up the body of somebody. I don't care.
Pierre
if
has
it's
some.
bodies.
Investigate.
Or is this?
I already have those kind of daggers.
Oh.
Fucking rolled back down. It was a 17 and rolled back down to 5. Nice.
Not that Go can see immediately. Scrounging through the bodies, all he sees is blood and intestines. They appear to be stripped of almost
Drink
any
blood.
valuables and are put in their most basic of bedclothes to be sacrificed.
Hey, Simo.
Okay.
Bungie, what's up, dude?
And no food either.
No, nothing you can say.
Go is just gonna go hungry.
Drink the goo.
He just had a croissant.
Oh, in the game,
Only
drink the
boy,
goo.
alright?
He's still hungry.
He's out of croissants. He ate everything.
Well, I guess you could, right? You might as well.
Okay. So are you guys heading into the church?
Um,
My
Yeah.
characters are, but Go's be taking up the rear.
um,
I'll have the guards lead the charge.
Amar's gonna walk up to Glenn and say,
Have you tried tasting that liquid?
Taste it? Why taste it when I can sell it?
Do you even know what it is?
Of course, this black ichor has great healing properties. In fact, for 30 gold, I'll give you the vial I just collected.
Can I do an IOU?
Of course not. What do you think this is?
Even just a little sip? I just want to suckle on it. I'm bleeding everywhere. Please.
Can I roll for like a
Sleight of hand?
not even sleight of hand,
Persuasion.
persuasion?
Persuasion?
Yeah.
He's gonna set
Can I
that
roll for
DC.
roll for begging?
Yeah, roll
James,
persuasion.
roll, and I'll take a look at what you roll.
roll for begging.
Alex is like, oh yeah. Alex is
A
like,
6. That is not. Oh, well.
Ooh, you needed a 7.
Yeah, oh, that's George. Oh, that's a shame.
I
Please.
I put my hand on your shoulder.
Listen. I'm not a charity. I collect this stuff, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can Hallister do something?
Yeah, as long as it's not asking Glendale for the vial. You
No,
want
He's just
the
gonna
vial.
let her
No,
die.
it's-
Okay, good.
He's just gonna go over to the bodies of Pierre and Baguette and solemnly say, "Boys, you boys deserve better than this." And then he's gonna bow his head silently for a second and go, "Whew."
All right, awesome. So give him a proper send off. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna warn you. I'm just gonna go ahead and be up front. If you guys going to the church, this is the final act. You'll have no opportunity to replenish your characters. You go in with the characters that you currently have.
See? Replenish. That's all you have to do.
Well, see, like, I know
So we town hall.
James out of character that James's person can heal people, but I don't know in character, so I don't know how to resolve that.
I can't heal anybody.
You don't have a healing potion?
I had a healing potion, but I gave it to the dead Mr. Hero. Mr. Hero drank it.
Oh, right.
That's right. You did give it to Mr. Hero, who got eaten by birds.
Yeah.
Mm.
The one we had sustained him for like an extra round or two.
So there are two buildings, are the town hall and the church.
Correct.
Are the bells still ringing?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I've already made my decision. I've already said my character wants to lead the charge into the church.
Do we have to make a decision as a group?
Oh
Or-
yeah, I mean I go in with both mine too.
Going into the church. All right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Otherwise, we'll spend 2 hours exploring town hall.
Correct.
Hey Bungie, how you been liking that game that you've been
alright.
playing? The
Somberly
one with
walking
Krath.
up to the front of the church, collecting your wits about you, moving past the bodies of your dead former compatriots, and gritting your teeth, planting your feet, and pulling that knot into your stomach.
Did you just say pull a nut into my stomach?
You suck the nut. You pull the nut. And, pull the knot. Quick, this is my moment, James. Mother's favorite and rubric. Both one each push the large doors of the church open. As they do, they hear a gong from the church bell, the final one. And then as they clear the entrance, the threshold into the inner cloister, it falls mysteriously silent. As you enter the dark sanctuary, the first thing you notice is that all the pews have been thrown to the side of the room, replaced by a large number of villagers standing in a parasitic zombie-like state. At the front of the church, in the charnel, the same winged beast you saw outside stands over the baptismal font, holding a commoner in their grasp. A crude pentagram has been painted on the floor in blood, and mangled bodies litter the area. Its black eyes focus on you as it finishes its incantation, and its barbed tail rips out the villager's throat. As his life force rhythmically spurts into the holy water font, the demon shrieks, "Mephisto! Send me your aid!" The fog on the floor flows to the center of the pentagram, flowing through the windows past your legs, gathering and taking shape. A large horrific black dog consolidates in the center of the room in front of you. Its fur black as coal. Small blazes of flame flash between its teeth. An orange glow builds on its broad chest as it growls. It bursts into flames, and you face down the hellhound of Mephisto.
No, that sounds terrible.
Everyone roll initiative.
Puppy.
No, not a hound dog.
No, it is a hound dog.
No. Oh my god, I hate you.
Oh, what happened to my dice?
Boy. Wow.
What happened to my dice? My dice. Oh.
No one took your dice.
For because we're doing theater of the mind.
Oh.
For posterity, this thing is 30 feet from you.
14.
You can definitely make it all in one go. It can make it to you.
30 feet.
Once the battle has engaged, we're going to assume that any movement out of it will provoke opportunity attacks. I'll just say otherwise.
Okay. Oh hell yeah, Bungie! Yeah, I was checking out your stream the other day, man. I was happy to be able to check it.
High rollers.
You probably see me. I don't know if you know that this is me. But,
We're doing it big for the finale.
Wait a second. Oh shit. Okay.
This is
Oh,
me.
they both rolled. Wait, what the
Astro.
fuck? Was that 3 14s or just 2? That was just 2.
I see.
Okay. Right. I'm seeing his dice the way it rolled too. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Alright,
the dog.
so
Oh, Simo,
I'm
did you
gonna
see the
go,
friends?
'cause Alex just gave me it first. Alex and then Andrew. Objections?
The cats have been hanging out.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, if you wanted to object and re-roll, that's fine by me. But
I mean,
No, I mean I go.
No.
I'll go
yeah,
first.
it's fine.
It's fine.
I guess Dez is just gonna look at
Oh,
the
congratulations in
current party
advance,
that he
Bungie.
just walked into the church with, look at the monster, and go, well, guess we're gonna have to put this dog down. And then he's gonna try to.
Hold on. I rolled an 18.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
said I go first. I'm sorry.
no.
Just
Before Andrew.
before Andrew. Okay. All right,
He's
my
hanging
bad.
out.
Come on, where are you at? Stay with us.
I'm here.
Alright.
Just
All right. It is indeed William's turn.
The little cats are everywhere.
Whale. As a quick bonus action, as rubric, is there any liquid left on me?
Oh, the
Nothing
music.
you can see.
Oh, okay.
I love this. This is perfect.
And I don't feel tingly or anything, right?
Not yet.
Okay. In that case, everything's fine. Everything's
Yeah, the mic kitty. I like that he's just like
Yeah.
slightly in the
Hound dog is
corner over
only
here.
enemy. Can we fight the imp as well?
He's just like peeking.
He's there. You can see him.
And there are a bunch of petrified villagers. Are they part of combat?
The petrified villagers. Good question.
They're there. Yeah, they appear to be. They're just simply standing around. They haven't even flinched.
Are any of them the captain of the guard?
With your natural perception, you can't see him now. If you make a perception check as an action.
Wait, is that my next character's here? The captain?
No, we
No.
missed him.
Oh.
I thought James was making a joke. Anyway, so I pick one person to go, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll play as the guards. I'm actually just gonna run up and hit them both, or use both of them to attack. The hound doggy.
Good luck.
Daggers are natural 1 and the spear is 13.
Not the spear. He's gonna use the silver axe and the silver dagger.
Oh, those are
Silver
your
axe and
rolls?
silver
Oof.
dagger.
Or no.
No, he
Yeah.
hasn't rolled yet.
Oh.
Orange's
Wait, what?
dagger. I didn't roll yet. I just picked up
Oh.
the die.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Orange's dagger, purple is axe. 13,
Nice.
14,
Nice.
Or 14 and 15 rather.
15. With a score of 15, you hit. So what do you hit with the X?
15 is the axe.
Give me an attack. Give me a damage. 1d6
+1.
+1.
Hit him with a funky fresh 4.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll do something real quick.
Just to clarify, they're petrified. They're still. They're not stone and they're not scared. They're just like paused in place.
They're swaying back and forth.
Okay, yeah.
Their eyes
That's what I thought.
Heavily lidded. They look zombified.
Okay.
All right. Running in with their swiftness, as we've seen over and over again tonight.
Surprisingly nimble.
A surprising nimbleness and coordination of the twins sometimes. Ruber takes a swipe with his dagger at the dog. It dodges its head to the side, but then setting up the axe to come down from Mother's favorite, thunk into the ear of the dog's head. It looks more angry than in pain, and it shakes its head violently. But as Mother's favorite recoils the axe, knowing that now he is in a lot of danger, standing face to face with this horrific dog, he can see the rumblings of something in the back of its head, as though it's doing the same kind of issue that the gargoyles had. Its molecules appear to be jumping out of place slightly. It doesn't take an AC hit yet, but that certainly did something. But now,
how is the lighting in here?
it's dark, but everyone can see. With the hellhound is roughly the size of a bear, probably larger, and it glows also with a reddish ethereal light. So everything in the room can be seen. As a matter of fact, it's now its turn to attack.
Do it, pussy.
Okay.
that was in character.
Okay, god damn it.
Yes.
Alright. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, Kang, what's up, dude? Thank you, Kang. Thank you.
Slashed in the head with this axe. It snarls at the twins and takes its huge jaws trying to clamp around where they're connected at the midsection and throw them around like ragdolls. They're able to just leap back in time as the teeth clamp down. They feel the heat from its breath on them. But unexpectedly, the imp appears to also once again have kind of moved into a mist form. He appears behind, let's say he moves and appears behind Desria.
Is that the OG move?
Looking at his weapon goes, "That's a nice axe.
Ooh.
Go ahead and kill your friends with it." Snaps his fingers. Desriel, make a Constitution saving throw.
You can do this.
No.
Come on, Des.
Sorry, Will. Will power.
Hi, I'm
Wait, what?
Will.
Stab it.
Oh, I meant fuck. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Kang.
18. Wisdom saving throw.
Kang. Thank you, Kang. Thank you.
Guys just goes, huh?
Yeah, I don't have friends. He just killed it. He just got killed.
The creature abashedly shakes its head in bewilderment at the dullness of this furbog. Able to resist magic through stupidity? Unheard of.
Wow.
And that's the end of my turn. It's Alex's turn now.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask a question. So he appeared behind Dez,
Correct.
And so
Wait,
he's the
what,
imp
Kang?
is in the back line with all of us. Is
Yep.
that correct? Okay.
Yep.
Trying
All right,
to.
I'm gonna take a swing at the imp with my axe. He's gonna go. Is this what you wanted? And then I'm gonna swing it at him.
Oh no.
Yes.
12 minus 2, so 10.
10. Swinging at the imp, its form still appearing to be this kind of gaseous, invisible form. The axe flies through its body, making absolutely no purchase as it lands thunk into the ground. The imp's fine.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay. It's now Andrew's turn.
Alright, my turn. Obviously I only have one character, so I'm gonna look over to the imp who's now behind us and say to him, Is this your dog? You need a tame it better, Sonny Jim. And then I'm gonna move to him and try to stab him with both knives.
Wait, you're a performer. What do you mean both knives?
Oh, I picked up. Didn't I pick up a second dagger back in the? Remember back in the
And a scale mail.
yeah, I got the dragon scale armor.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, cool.
All right.
Nice.
Do I just roll 1 or 2?
I want to see that in person. Just for
it's -1.
investigating.
Ah, shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
So 3.
I'm too close. I can't see. Hold up.
Is it the mouse wheel? Scroll out.
There it
Yeah,
is.
scroll out.
I got
I know
it.
you're new to computers, but
You can do it. I believe in you.
Wow, much better.
That's
-1.
13. Yeah.
That's actually a miss.
Oh, I missed both. Wow.
Swinging with his daggers at this monstrous creature. Once again, his gaseous form has completely gone away as it only used it to avoid the axe. Now it gleefully sidesteps, smiling grinningly at him with horrible gnarled teeth as he desperately tries to gain purchase with his daggers, but misses all the while. James, it's your turn.
She's gonna lean over to Glenn again.
Please, could I have just one sip? I might die otherwise. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Yeesh. I mean, I don't think that he's gonna respond, so she's gonna see if she can find somewhere to hide, I guess, because she can't.
Hide action? Okay.
She can hide behind a pillar or behind something, maybe. Nothing.
Yo,
Crap.
these rolls suck off of this thing.
Yeah, just today. I don't know. 7.
Jumping into the crowd of people, she tries to move out of them, but can't get very far in. She's only about 3 people deep from the crowd when she is stopped by just a mass of bodies. She's too short to push past any further.
Okay. Well,
It's William's turn.
oh, that was quick. Is it still the puppy dog?
There's still a hellhound in front of you. Yeah.
Can I run something by you? Can I use one? Oh yeah, no, I get one action. Never mind. One action. I mean, I'm going down swinging. I'll just hit him again.
Dope attack.
And Rip will go, "Oh, I'm getting pretty sick of you lot. All spooky, and I was sleeping, and I labeled the dice this time, Jordan. Oh, it doesn't help if you click them both. Looks like 13 dagger, 6x.
Let me make a quick check.
Pretty sure they both miss.
They both miss.
Oh.
Yep. Swinging wildly at this hellhound, trying to gain purchase this time. It's more aware of him. It steps back, sidestepping each attack, not gaining anything on it. It's now my turn. The hellhound retaliates swiftly with its jaws.
I just
7.
wonder how much damage. Oh, yep, that definitely doesn't hit.
Thank you,
I feel
gang.
you.
Thank you,
Snapping at
gang.
the
Oh, there
guards,
it is. Now I heard
feet
Texas
again,
speech.
back and forth
Maybe it did
in a
work
wild
before.
Dance of gnashing teeth and flailing weaponry. It's only a matter of time, however, before this creature snaps up the guards and finishes them once and for all. The imp, who is now also locked in combat this time with the magnanimous performer back here, this Johnny Bravo impersonator. He is going to take this opportunity to use as a bonus action disengage. He leaps away again into a gaseous form, leaping into the crowd in the opposite direction that James's character ran into. He grabs hold of one of the crowd's people and thrusts them into your group, all the way towards Glendale. Glendale, make a dexterity saving throw. Or be smushed by a person. 14. Wait, did you roll that?
Yeah, I think so.
Alex?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leave my money alone.
I'm trying to conceptualize what's going on.
15.
Oh my god.
Stop! Hey, that's my money. If you wanted the money, you should have taken it. Okay, so with a roll of 15, Glendale is able to nimbly dodge out of the way his little gnome frame. The body just missing him, landing in the center of you. It looks up into the group of you, stunned and dazed, but no one takes any damage. The imp laughs maniacally. At seeing the pain of the poor sacrificial offering. It's Alex's turn.
Can I now take a swing at the imp? Is he still, like you said, he was on the other side of James? Is he like far from me? From Des, that is?
You can walk towards him and take a swing at him.
Okay.
Any missed swing under the roll of 5 will hit a person though. Why the music work? What happened to music?
Oh, does anyone else hear it?
The imp.
No,
did it.
I'm here.
Oh shit.
Fred.
I rolled a 3 minus 2, so it's technically a 1.
It's a 1.
Well, not a natural 1, but it's a 3. And then you say that the axe on attacks is minus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no. You're gonna start decapitating us.
Hold on. Play.
Des, don't do this.
Cleaving into the crowd, trying to catch this imp by surprise. Why isn't this working? Hold on, I'm gonna stop. I want music. Come on.
The soundtrack you were playing when we first got in here was pretty awesome.
Oh well, we were listening to Warcraft. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so Des taking a huge swing with his axe down at this imp. Unfortunately, once again, loudly, and ducks under his horizontal swing. He cleaves off the heads of 2 of the villagers standing zombified in the crowd. Blood spatters the wall, and the rest of the villagers standing around him. The axe begins to glow with an ethereal light. Des is realizing that this might not be such a good idea. The hellhound growls. The flames of its mouth lick up, and it seems to grow slightly in size.
Oh boy.
It's Andrew's turn.
Halastair will then look at the hound and say, did that hound dog get bigger? And
Well,
it's like,
kick Fredbot real quick. Go ahead. Sorry,
Wait, what happened?
Fredbot's fucking up.
oh, sorry.
Oh.
No, it's not. You go ahead. Go ahead and make your text, man.
And then he's like, I think we should put it down
Druid.
first. And he's gonna pull out his bow and release an arrow at the hound dog.
The hound dog. Yeah, give me an attack.
Come on.
What are you trying to play, Jordan?
A
I got it.
7. That's a terrible. That's actually a 6, I guess.
Wait, a 6.
Well, I got a 7, but I think Dex -1 is a 6, right? No.
Okay. Yep. Launching an arrow towards the Hellhound. It goes wide, landing into the back, kind of skidding off into the sacristy behind the altar, into the gloom and dark of the church. This is James. It's your turn.
Okay. She is realizing that she's not in a position. Glenn ignored her last time she asked, so she's gonna run up to one of the swaying villagers, and she's going to see if she can snap them out of it. She's kind of just going to grab one of their faces and say,
Come on, come out of it!
and see if she can like snap them out somehow by like getting their attention.
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine, okay.
Jordan, try it in the video again.
Okay.
Then just give
You
it
can
a
take your
second.
time. I'm not. Oh my god, her rolls are fucking terrible today.
It's the black hole,
I don't know
man.
what
The
it
black
is.
hole of doom.
I'm gonna get rid of the black hole. I'm gonna use a different thing.
It's not even in the fucking. Oh, there it goes. Oh, hey, he's back.
Working.
It's there's some kind of latency for whatever reason.
What was the roll, James? I'm sorry.
It's just crap. It was 7. Not high enough.
7. Yeah, it's snapping them, smacking them. In mysterious ways. But nothing seems to be able to snap these guys out of their malaise, out of their zombification. It's William's turn.
Yay! Alright, no, sorry, I was helping with something. Did the imp take his axe?
Nope.
Oh, but the doggy got bigger for some reason?
The dog got bigger because Desriel chopped off the heads of 2 villagers trying to take a swing at the imp.
Ooh.
Oh, sick.
Ooh.
And I observed this, correct?
Indeed. Both go and well, Rubric is back his turn to this because everyone else is behind Rubric. Rubric is the only one fighting the Hound, which is hilarious to me still.
Oh, and Jeff.
Correct. Wait, who's Jeff?
Oh, it's Mother's favorite real name. You haven't heard me keep calling him Jeff as Rubric? It was Travis and I's little joke, but no one heard it because you're all lame. Anyway.
Sure. Twin. The twin's the only one fighting him.
Yeah, no,
But,
I'm fucking with you. Okay. And I didn't see my silver axe do anything funky to him.
It did seem to
It
alter.
ruffled his jimmies.
Yeah.
Or rustled, rather. Yo, I'm just gonna swing at him again.
Do
Give me
it.
a swing.
Sick.
Damn.
Nothing gains purchase. You're on the back foot now as it's snapping and biting, glaring and snarling, begins to get to you. You're unable to keep your balance and your swings become more erratic. It takes another bite. 12. This time that's a hit.
I have an AC of
wait.
13.
No, it isn't. 12. This time that's a miss.
Oh god.
Snapping, clawing, biting, snatching, burning. So close it actually grabs the trim of your pants, but Mother's favorite is able to take a swipe down with his axe. It releases just in time to not get hit as well. But you take no damage.
So this thing has counterattack?
No. What? That's just roleplay.
Oh.
Anyway, so now this imp, feeling very confident in what is going on all around him, begins to look into the
welcome back,
party
Hank.
and says, with another snarl, "You bore me." He says, "I suppose I'll finish this off." This time, he looks around and says to the slightly injured lizard man, he goes, "Hello there. lashing out with his tail. He takes a strike at Go's neck. The tail extends further than it seems it would into the crowd.
Anime.
Go's gonna go.
Is it a tentacle?
Hello. 4. The tail going wide, Go ducking out of the way just in time not to be stung in the neck and paralyzed and or killed. And then he recoils back and bah! Next time.
That's a lot of talk.
It's now. I'm the DM. I get to talk. It's now.
Listen, everybody's missing, so it's okay.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna swing at him again.
Okay, with your axe.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Go ahead.
Get him.
I'm gonna hit him this time.
Yeah. Sure.
7 minus 2, 5.
5. Like I said, 5 or lower, you kill a civilian. Another swing, this time upwards with the axe into the crowd. Another civilian is taken out, this time by the hip, his body flying in different directions with the heft of this mighty axe. It glows deep red. And the fires of the hellhound glow even brighter. The wound on its head begins to, it seems, sew back up. And it heals the damage it had taken.
This is going well.
Yep.
Rubik will go, oi, knock it off!
It's Andrew's turn.
Andrew is going. Andrew. Halastair is going to.
Andrew's going.
Sorry. Halastair is going to exclaim to Dez, and he's like, "You need some help over there, Sonny Jim?" And he's gonna pull out his bone arrow and take a shot at the imp.
5 or low, and you hit one of the townspeople. Go ahead.
No. And
I'm just gonna play music separate from Fredbot.
10. Miss, but fortunately, the arrow flies down the row of townspeople, missing everyone just slightly, but it doesn't hit the imp. He's able
guys,
to
if you end up hearing
dodge his head out of the way.
You're missing everything.
James,
yes,
your turn.
James can't miss because he doesn't attack.
Correct.
yeah. She's frantic. She doesn't. She seems like that doesn't work. She's gonna run to another villager and try to do the same kind of thing.
Nice.
She's like,
With the goddess of the moon, let it compel you out of this doom.
Is she holding her holy symbol?
yes, she's gonna take out her holy symbol and she's gonna flash it in front of their face, like right, and then maybe even try to touch him with it. And then I rolled a 14 this time.
Please.
I was gonna say roll with advantage.
Oh, I mean I can.
Because you're holding your holy symbol.
Yeah, and this time she actually used the chant, so.
Go ahead.
Ooh,
16.
16.
Nice.
Okay. Using the chant and touching your holy symbol to the forehead of this villager, you had run up to a strong-looking man, kind of climbed onto his body and pressed it against his forehead. His eyes flicker over for a moment. The dullness of his face begins to leave him, and they snap to attention. He wakes up with a huh? What? Sees the hellhound and then screams "Ah!" and falls backwards into the crowd, knocking over several people.
Oh, there are several of the stunned people?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is he... Is he a member of the church as well?
No, he's just a villager. He's someone you don't recognize.
Okay.
Keep yourself safe and try to get them out of here.
And that's all I'll say.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Not bad. Okay, William's turn.
When the villager came to, did I notice anything different to the Hellhound?
It hasn't taken its gaze off you.
Not that. It got brighter when someone died. Did anything change when the villager stopped being possessed?
It got
That
brighter.
I can notice.
No.
Damn.
Okay. I mean, like, I want to play Go, but there's also like a Hellhound in front of my face, so like.
Okay.
Does Go with an opportunity attack if he moves, or that guy took a ranged attack at me?
He took an attack at you from far away. You could go ahead and attack this thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now that you're probably not gonna. No one has yet, and he's been moving around. You're not gonna provoke opportunity attacks on the end.
Oh, you changed your name to that?
I just don't want to be opportunity attacked if I'm.
As Go.
I didn't know how.
I didn't know. I thought that was your name.
You can disengage, but you'll take an opportunity attack otherwise.
That was my question.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You could have just said yes or no.
Yes, you will take an opportunity attack. Yeah.
All right, I'll just attack as the twins.
Okay.
Are you shitting me?
It
Okay.
was 17 a second ago. Yep.
Yeah.
Frantically swinging, clawing, slashing, but nothing's gaining purchase. Again, who's typing?
Not I.
But
You can hear. I would assume that you can hear me typing right now if I type.
yeah, attack it.
Really?
Indeed.
Interesting. It should not do
So-
that in Discord.
Before the Hellhound attacks this time, you see the imp. His eyes flash over to the other side of the room as one of the people has woken up. He goes, "Curse you, cleric!" Turning again into this mist form, flies across the room, taking a disengage action to get over to the village that has woken up, who screams at the approach of this monster. He takes an attack against him, against the person that was just woken up. 16. It's a hit.
Jeez.
So he's gonna hit with his stinger on his tail. Alright, we just decided my hand. Okay.
Don't worry, we're gonna hit them on the 4th round. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
eventually, maybe.
Okay. 3 points. So his stinger lands deep into the leg of this person as they go to get up and scramble away. Poison pumps into their muscle and they scream out in searing pain, again scrambling over other people. The people on the ground who are knocked over, their eyes begin to flicker from their malaise. This person who he stabbed is still alive and is now screaming loudly, kind of pushing and shoving, elbowing past people. And they appear to be doing something, but you can't tell yet. The Hellhound pays no mind to this and takes a swipe at the twins. 16.
Ooh.
All right. That is... Okay. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh, what? Oh my god! 1d8 plus 3, 1 damage. So 1, so sorry, 4 damage.
Yeah.
Hellhound grabs on,
Oh, all right.
to the...
See ya, Bungie. Thanks for stopping by,
snapping
man.
and biting as they're
Appreciate
fighting
you coming
valiantly.
through.
Finally, one of their hands falls in its mouth. It's Rubrik's hand, the one that is not wielding the dagger. With a short twist and a jerk, he rips the hand off of Rubrik's body, crushing it in his mouth. In another swift movement, Rubrik barely feels the searing pain because of the heat of this thing's jaws. But when he looks down, his hand, the wound cauterized, but the hand is completely missing. It's Alex's turn.
I guess
Sorry,
I'm gonna.
I was muted for some reason. You said 3 damage?
Yeah, 3 damage. No, sorry, 4 damage.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna take a swing at the imp again. Is that?
You'll have to run across
Try to kill
the other
it.
side of the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I make it?
Sure.
Okay.
Get out.
Yeah, run across. I'm gonna try to.
You got this.
Yeah, man. 10 minus 2 is an 8.
Nope.
What the?
But
goodbye,
this is
Moo.
5. Swinging at the imp's head as he attacks the villagers. It once again is able to nimbly dodge out of the way. The axe goes wide, doesn't hit anybody, and the imp turns to you. I am getting sick of you. That's it. It's Andrew's turn.
Snap. Hallister is still back there with his bow and arrow. He's still aiming at the imp, and he's like, "You're really starting to piss me off, Sonny Jim." And he fires another arrow.
Okay.
Oh, Sonny.
God dang it, man!
You know, none of us can roll.
What is up? What
Another miss.
did you do to our dice?
Firing
I know.
your arrow into the imp. It nimbly dodges backwards. It flies past the crowd, not hitting anything, but doesn't also make any purchase on the imp.
Gosh.
James' turn.
Okay.
If I can make a suggestion, that you shouldn't miss an attack this turn.
Me?
He's the only one who can actually do damage to the imp.
Miss.
Can I look around the room and see if I see anybody who is paralyzed? If any of them are wearing any holy symbols like mine, or just in general? Like, she's just gonna quickly look around the room, realizing that her holy symbol helped her.
Bonus action. Wait, do you want to find holy symbol room or people wearing them specifically? Higher DC for people wearing them.
Yeah, people, like, just see if there's anyone else in the room that's paralyzed that also looks like they may also be religious like me.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. But yeah, I guess if I see any holy symbols lying around, I would take a look for those as well. But it was only a 6, so crap rolls.
No, you can't see anybody particularly.
Okay. So and is there an altar or anything in the room?
There is an altar, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. She's
desecrated altar with a pentagram around it. Yeah.
Can she?
Like I described earlier.
Can she get to it without bumping into anything or like running through monsters?
You might provoke an opportunity attack from the imp, but he seems focused on he seems focused on other things. So if you want to take the disengage action to get to it, but you've already taken your bonus action.
Yes.
So you can take a disengage action and get to it, but you'll have to act next turn.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll run to the altar, and I'm gonna look for.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm gonna look for as many different kinds of holy symbols or items that I can find.
Okay, but just so you know, like I said, the altar looks desecrated. It's not. There's a pentagram on it. But if you still want to look for it, that's totally cool.
That's what she's gonna do.
Cool. Disengage. She runs to the altar, just making it in time, past the imp who is still focused on the crowd. It's William's turn.
Rubric, now in pain, seeing everybody missing the fuck out of everything, and to go, I don't think this is working. We need a different, oh god, brain fart.
Yeah, thank you, Bungie. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, even if it's on lurk, dude, I
What's the word I'm looking for? Someone help.
appreciate the support for sure. What I'm trying to do is find holy symbols, and then I can like hand holy symbols to other people that I bring
There you go.
Audible.
back.
Go ahead,
I don't know what
tab.
to think.
Let's pull an audible.
Hopefully.
Is the hound still standing on the pentagram?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, what I can do is I have a club. I can maybe tie or strap. I want to see what's at the altar. I might tie my holy symbol to my club, my hammer, and then try to bonk him with the holy symbol on the tip of the hammer.
It's pretty large.
Maybe that'll work.
To get rid of all the blood and sinew, it would be fairly difficult.
Okay. I'll just attack again. I don't know what to do. Or one at a time. I feel more lucky that way. 13 on the axe.
Nice.
10 on the dagger. 13 is not going to be enough unless the AC was lowered.
It would have been, but healed. So, nope. This time swinging, however, one of the axe appears to go very close, just missing the top of the head of this monster. It recoils backwards this time, looking a little bit more afraid of actually getting hit with the silver, knowing what it does to it. But once again, this thing is large. Actually, hold on. Didn't I say it's large? It being
Let me look at my water real fast because I don't have anything else
but
to
it's
drink.
larger now. It's much larger. Now that Alex has kept hitting it. You know what? I'll give you a hit. Give me a 1d6.
Swag.
Let's say it's AC lowered because it's very big. It's stronger though.
2.
Big 2. Plunging into the head of the monster, it doesn't seem to do much damage or gain much purchase because of how large it is. The axe kind of glances off the side, but again, same kind of reaction. Twitching and twisting of the flesh where the axe went in. A shallow wound, fair enough, but a wound nonetheless. Okay.
We'll get him.
My turn. Okay. Now the imp, still focused on was focused on the crowd. It begins to move again. The imp turns toward Desriel, saying again he's sick of you. He takes a swipe at Desriel's neck with his stinger. 6. Miss. The stinger goes wide as he tries to push past people to get to Desriel's neck. Desriel's able to move just out of the way of the stinger as it swipes past. He can see the glistening bulb of venom right in front of his face, but it doesn't gain purchase. The people now actually act. Moving about, they shuffle to the back of the room. The one person who is awake runs about them, slapping, shaking, and throwing them to the side. There is widespread mayhem in that side of the room. People hitting the ground appear to be blinking around themselves. There seems to be something going on, and the imp does not seem to like it. It seems to be getting very frustrated that some of these people appear to be waking up. Let's go with... I think the Hellhound needs to attack.
I walked away to grab a glass of water, but how did that start happening?
The one guy who was poisoned, who you awakened, is now trying to rush to the back of the room, pushing people out of the way, and moving them about. As they hit the ground and are moved out of the way, they appear to be now blinking and kind of moving.
Gotcha. Cool.
And their own ways groaning.
Nice.
They appear to be waking up, but you're not sure. Might take a little more convincing. Now the Hellhound attacks. The Brave Brothers. In front of him, 8. Really?
Yes.
Biting down again. A little more cautious this time with the swirling silver blades. He doesn't make any purchase. Wow. This is a game where no one's doing anything. Cool. Alex, give me rolls.
Get him, Alex.
Or don't.
Yeah. Here we go, man.
Kill some civilians. Just do it.
I'm gonna kill a civilian. 12 minus 2, 10.
Didn't kill any civilians, but also didn't hit any imp. Taking another swing at the air, the imp dodges out of the way. You are now pitched combat with this horrific creature. It's it's Andrew's turn.
Shoot, I'm just gonna shoot another arrow at this end.
No.
We're gonna hit this time. What is going on over here?
Oh my god.
What is happening? Can we get a new tower?
No, I'm talking about all the dice you kept making.
Oh, I was having fun with dice.
You think I'm the menace?
A 12. 12 minus 1, 11.
No. It was a 4.
Better.
Oh, no. Yeah, right. 4. Miss. That's a miss. Arrow goes wide. You're running out of arrows, my man. I think you think you've used 5?
Doesn't a
6?
4 kill a civilian?
Yeah, about 5 arrows. How many are in a quiver?
Oh yeah, the 4 kills a civilian. You're absolutely right.
You guys are welcome.
Thanks.
Shooting into the crowd, you don't. This time you don't hit the imp, but you do hit a civilian. They take the damage that guy would have taken. 1d6 minus 1 damage. So 4. It lands deeply into their ribs and they fall over, groaning. They don't appear to be dead yet, but pretty close. James, your turn.
Okay, so what does she find up at that podium? I know it's just pretty much, you said a pentagram.
Investigation check.
Okay. Nat 20. Finally, of course, of all the thing to roll a fucking nat 20 for.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
It's a shame you're not fighting.
I know.
So up at the altar, she can see very clearly the desecration that has been wrought by this freakish imp in her once home church of the moon goddess. Strewn about the altar are all forms of desecrated holy iconography. Once again, three bowls of the black ichor are laid about in profane reverence to Mephisto. There is a symbol that she is completely unaware of. It appears to be some kind of icon of what it seems like a giant horned cat beast with black leathery wings. The very look of this creature sends a shiver down her spine and provokes thoughts of madness. There's also a vial, it appears to be, with what looks like concentrated fog inside of it. Those are the things that are there. 3 bowls of the black ichor, the idol of whatever this cat demon thing is, and a vial of fog.
Okay, so is the black ichor the same ichor that Glenn told me if I drink I'll heal myself?
Yeah.
Okay, so she is going to pocket the vial of smoke. She's going to take any of those. You said there's 3 holy symbols?
No, there's one. There's just the idol.
Okay, the idol I'm gonna let stay there, and I'm going to take a big schlorp of that black ichor. I'm just
grabbing the black ichor and guzzling it down her throat. She feels the heat of it. It's warm and viscous, like drinking sludge. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Glenn, you better not be steering me in the wrong direction. No, 1! Oh, no! Hey. Oh, no. Fuck these dice today.
Jordan's quiet, I'm scared.
Natural 1.
Oh, God.
Okay. Okay. So, with a roll of natural 1, your character stumbles out into the center of the room. Now, her head completely fuzzy, doesn't know where she is from guzzling this black liquid. She stumbles forward, completely unaware of her surroundings. For a moment, she feels as though something is coming over her, taking root in her body. almost as though it's changing. She looks left and right. Her vision begins to blur, and then her stomach begins to rumble, almost like a burp. The largest burp she has ever taken. Take 4d12 damage. The imp, the twins, and the hellhound. Oh, and Glendale. Sorry, and Glendale. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
The twins are just rubric. I guess they got over both of them.
Okay. This is gonna be all 12s now. Now that I have a chance to roll. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage total. Or 10, yeah, that's what it is.
Did you
11.
die in the middle of your game?
Oh yeah, 11.
11.
Sorry. Oh, I could just highlight them.
16, 12, right?
Yeah, I could just highlight them. Yeah, 11.
11. All right, Alex, roll your saving throws and thing. 14 saving
Yeah,
throw.
she's pretty much
did.
gonna explode.
Oh, you did.
12. Yeah, 12.
Oh no, and she has the vial of smoke on her too, so that's gonna fly across the room and break.
All right. It's not a burp. In a shocking moment of silence, she farts slightly and then explodes into black ichor, gore, blood, sinew, and bone shards.
You fucking lied to me! You lied to me!
Every time when I say about this one,
Did she just fart in assless chat?
Yeah.
and then exploded into a million pieces. The imp dodges out of the way, ducking and slipping and dodging backwards. As a matter of fact, everyone passed their check except for a 2.
Glenn.
The large, bear-sized
Damn it.
monster.
12.
In the center, the large bear-sized monster, which turns and stares at her awkwardly before she explodes basically in its face, also taking the 11 damage.
Wow.
From the explosion, getting rocked back on its feet and stumbling to the ground.
Nice.
It's actually also prone. The next attack has advantage on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
what a
she's a
sacrifice.
true
hit the enemy
MVP.
before you guys did, and he never even attacked it.
I know.
What's you guys? You only did it like
She's a
twice,
true MVP.
And like you've attacked like 100 times.
Kamikaze.
She sacrificed herself. So does she wake any of the other villagers? Wait, I have 3 questions. 1, does she wake up any of the other villagers because of the explosion? 2, what happens to the potion of smoke? Does that break and do something? And 3, where does her holy symbol land? And what happens with that?
Ooh.
So her holy symbol is completely eradicated in her explosion. She's blown the absolute fuck up. In fact, the windows are blown out. This is like a grenade
I love
going
that
off.
she exploded out of her ass.
Inside the church. The windows are blown out. Her assless chap, her back is blown out. Her assless chap whatever's left of them, fall to the ground and die. The altar is blown back, and so is the ichor. It splashes against the walls. All in the background. Her holy symbol, like I said, completely eradicated. Let me roll a dice to see what happens.
With the potion.
The vial. Okay, 2. Interesting.
What else did she have?
Potion flies backwards also towards the wall, kind of in the same direction
Okay.
as the ichor. It smashes against the ground, adding to the fog in the room harmlessly. At least at the time being, it doesn't seem like anything happens with it. It's basically the explosion of it kind of rocked anything that would have been inside. The villagers roll.
Oh,
So they have a DC of-
also she had a mace. I don't know if that flies anywhere.
No, all her and her weapons and her belongings are vaporized.
She's
Vaporized.
She's not. She's in the fucking astral plane fighting dreadnoughts right now. Okay, she's gone. James, gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
She
gone.
finds the peon. He's like, my tummy feels funny.
Yes.
It's just like mine too, buddy. Mine too. All right. So
I have to say that was the
this is
first time any
1d6.
character's ever died from an explosion before. That's A lot
I
of
like
firsts.
how James took
That's
4
awesome.
rounds to do that and then blamed Glendale.
All of the villagers are knocked back, but only one is killed by the explosion. The one standing
Oh my
the
god.
very closest, he is likewise basically vaporized, with the side of his body being smashed to pieces.
with her butt
Gust of
juice?
force knocked out almost everyone around. With it, one of her cheeks hits him directly in the face, killing him instantly.
Death by
just go ahead and
ham.
Sit out. we'll wrap this up in a little bit. James' character is dead, and I don't feel bad because I don't know why you were doing that. But you were doing that. It's William's turn. Excellent. Everything. This is a
That
good
was awesome.
session.
Yeah, since I have advantage attack,
Yeet.
and I see like he's up, like you just yeeted over. He's kind of like he's prone. I'm gonna take another attack with both weapons.
Advantage. Roll 4 d20s.
I'm gonna just do them one at a time for each of the axe and shit.
Okay.
I'll take the higher, so 12 axe or
You get 13 to hit.
9 axe.
Do I get a special
Okay,
achievement
no
for
axe.
killing all 4 of my characters?
2 dagger or wow, I get 4 rolls and I still can't hit the fucker. Or 15 dagger.
That's a hit. Alright.
Nice.
Give me 1d4 damage plus 1.
Plus 2.
Plus 2, sorry.
No, seriously. Oh.
5.
Woo. Nice.
5 damage.
This is our time, boys.
Stumbling back up.
Can
from
Mother's
the-
favorite be like rubbing her eyes, rubbing his eyes from like the pure stench of what just happened?
Yep. You didn't specifically love this ugly little halfling, but
Not in the
watching
slightest.
her fucking explode was not exactly enjoyable. They stumble to their feet before this creature can. Swinging down with the axe, it's just able to roll its body out of the way, but not enough for Rubric, who takes his revenge for his now missing hand, but plunging the dagger into the huge back of this bear-like monster, dealing 4 damage again. Now the blade, 5 damage. The blade sinks deep, and he can tell that this has rocked the structure of this aberration. It howls out in pain, and it loses some AC. I'll let you know what that is next time somebody attacks it.
You're not gonna give me an awoo. It howled. Oh whoa!
It hits you with a strong ooh.
It cries.
There it is. Desu Desu, I have Depressu. It's its turn, and
Yeah,
the imp's turn.
I've never killed
Stands
someone with my ass cheek
completely
before, and I did
confused at What's
today.
happening now? Looking about
I did today.
the room at his sacrifices beginning to awaken after being rocked all over the place. They're screaming, mumbling, and moaning, falling back into their areas. He takes this opportunity to take one more attack at not Glenn. Fuck Desriel. Ricky, you ruin everything. 16, that's a hit. Desriel takes 5 damage.
Ooh.
Sinking deeply into the chest of Desriel, the stinger pumps venom, and he takes 2 points of piercing damage from the initial sting of the stinger. Not much for a large and sturdy furbog like him, but then as the venom begins to run its course through his system, another 3 damage from the poison. His veins go on fire. Its eyes roll back in his head. He's still awake and standing, but that hurt.
That hurt.
Now the Hellhound stumbles to its feet, glancing back
I hope
and
they
forth,
win this fight.
freaking out. It takes a wild snap at the twins who have just stabbed it. Give me a... shit. There we go. Roll!
It would have been great if I had 5 hit points and I had to roll 40-12 and I rolled 4.
We're gonna survive this, guys.
Jordan,
Snapping,
if I can,
biting, clawing.
I want the twins to kind of like hurl from
I
the
believe in you
smell
guys.
and use that to dodge the attack.
Yep. They got too close to wherever that halfling was last standing. The smell knocked them back out of the way of the hellhounds gnashing. They don't take any damage that turn. It's now Alex's turn. Do a big brain. Do a big brain like James, Alex. Do one.
Drink the ichor. Drink the ichor. Chug, 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 chug.
Don't fucking that one.
It's for the good of the
Do
people.
it.
I suggest not doing that.
I guess Dez is just gonna attack again.
Ooh, fine choice.
I fucking picking up the axe has effectively turned Dez into fucking Ruby. He can't hit anything.
Yeah.
Every turn.
It's a good axe.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
5.
What is this happening?
Good. Maybe I'll just swing enough to kill all the civilians.
Die. Again, taking out another civilian, swinging for the bleachers. Fucking
Yeah.
trying to baseball bat this imp's head off, literally not connecting a single time. The persistent Desriel hacks in half another villager. His body falls to the ground. This one appeared to be waking up and accidentally stumbled into the axe blow. Again, the creature on the ground writhes, grows again, healing slightly.
Jeez.
Andrew's turn.
Alright, I think Halastair is done missing arrows.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know if he can set aside that.
Wow.
Halastair will move in on the imp and try to attack with both daggers.
Come
Oh,
on.
wow. Deja vu. Go for it.
Ooh.
Nice.
A 20.
Natural 20. Give me 2 d4s.
I'm gonna clear these out real fast. Up here.
Now stab him and say thank you very much.
Hold on, let me put these
Oh,
down.
really?
And do, come on, damage. Oh my gosh, I got stuck. Hold up.
Whoa.
You grabbed it
Well,
one
7 volt.
I think it was
whatever.
it.
Gold volt, whatever.
Wow.
7. Okay.
To be fair, Jordan, the other one was already a 3 when it landed.
Alright. That's fine. I don't really care. He could roll them both again, doesn't matter. So 7 minus 1. So 6. Done missing daggers, charging in as this imp, smiling. Now, even after he's angry and attacking Desriel with all his might, he's happy at the carnage that Desriel's
Yeah,
axe.
it's like, whose side is this guy on?
Yeah, he's totally cool with the outcome of this encounter. But as he's doing that, the performer sneaks up behind him, both daggers raised, and plunges them deep into the liver of this imp, lifting it off the ground. Briefly before withdrawing the daggers again, the imp shrieks in pain. Neither of them are silver, so nothing specifically bad happens to the imp's form, but you can see black ichor kind of pouring out of the wounds where you have just stabbed it.
Drink it.
The suckle at the nipple of the stab wound. Yes, blow the fuck up.
Didn't see that one, so did you?
It recoils, holding where its kidneys basically once were. He looks hurt. He does not look happy with a big 6 damage on him.
Yeah. This is our time.
Okay. Yeah. Well done, Andrew did a whole hit. Well done.
First blood.
Brilliant turn. Brilliant first blood.
Wait, what?
I know I should get
It's your
alcohol.
turn, big guy.
You know what? I am gonna
Let
have
me
a
show you
shot
guys
for
how
my
to miss
dead
an
character.
attack, alright?
Yeah.
I will teach to you. Christ.
I'm
Put it
definitely
in
gonna
my
attack
mug.
again. Dagger.
It's bourbon. Bourbon, go skip a coffee.
Okay, everything's lagging. Ooh, 17 and 15, or 17 and 15.
Wow. Both
Yes.
hit.
Yes.
1d6 and 1d4 damage.
This is our time.
To baguette tomorrow.
Hour time. Nah, I'm just kidding. Ooh, max roll and alright, so that's 7 and 2 is 8. Wait, no, it's +2 on the dagger. 3. So 9. No. 7 plus 3 is 10. Quick math.
Thank you, engineer.
That's I'm engineering a
Right.
bridge over there to kick your no.
I'm engineering a bridge over there. Quick maths. So it's 10 damage.
Can I have them attack like in unison since they both finally hit?
Okay.
Finally, big damage on this thing. Yes, both plunging their weapons down, finally gaining purchase on this thing. As it begins to grow yet again, the silver weapons plunge down at the same time. The dagger into the side of its head near its ear, the axe back into the front of its head. Blows that would kill a normal bear and or dog, but affect this thing very deeply. It rears in pain as it launches its head back, begins to kind of fade back and forth as almost an after image of its head when it pulls away. Fire spurting from the wounds. Good. Showed us how to miss an attack. Very well done.
More with that game.
At that, it
Yeesh.
snaps forward with its jaws, directly back towards you, now aiming to kill. No more messing around. 5 again. 5!
No
5
fucking
again.
roll.
5 again. 5 again. Snapping at his jaw at the twins. Oh my god,
Sure.
I can't believe this.
Hey, can you repeat the last 15 or 20 seconds? Everything just fucking died for me.
What?
Right when you said "and at that," I didn't hear anything for like the last 20 to 25 seconds, and all I heard was Andrew scream "yes" from across the room.
Sorry.
Oh, it took a snap at you, but I rolled a 5 again.
Okay. So does it
like-
kill a villager?
Oh no.
No, it doesn't. It's not in range of it. It's just fighting you. Snapping at you. You're able to dodge and duck backwards in time. It seems to be losing its coordination. Its attacks are getting more desperate and predictable. Now
Not going too good.
the imp looking about the room, feeling the pain of his
Liver.
liver.
That was his kidneys. His kidneys.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alright. Notices Glendale in the side of the room. And then goes, "Ha! That was foolish to bring him here." Turns into mist and disengage. And quickly moving over to the side of the room with Glendale in it this time, he makes a sleight of hand check to grab one of the vials off of his waist. Three.
Yes.
Oh god, Glendale's gonna talk shit.
He,
Dude.
his claw snaps around where Glendale once was a second ago, but the gnome, who's normally not as nimble as this, moves like lightning out of the way when he sees his precious vials threat.
Not a charity.
That's what he cares more about.
Clasps at absolutely nothing. Yeah, he'd rather lose his fucking life.
I'm surprised he didn't like run around the room with like an uncorked vial trying to catch like the remains of Amara.
Jesus Christ. It's Alex's turn now, so he can certainly try to do it this time.
Capture a fart in a jar.
I
Yeah,
could try to do what, Jordan?
I said you can try to do it now because it's your turn.
Oh. I'm gonna attack and miss with Dez.
Good idea.
Okay, but if you miss with Dez, now you're gonna hit one of the PCs.
That's fine.
What do you mean that? Hold on.
Oh,
Why is he
my
rolling nothing but
God.
sevens?
No, that's not a 7, Andrew. That's actually a 5.
So that's a
Oh.
hit on one of the. So that's a hit on one of the PCs.
Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
eeny, meeny, miny, that shit. All right. James is dead. So it's between Go, Glendale, and no one.
I thought that
Wait,
Elvis
don't you have-
was there too.
No, he was fighting the imp with the daggers, but the imp moved away and made him disengage action. So you don't have another character, did you, Will? No, you didn't. Okay, so it's Go and Glendale. So let me roll a.
I mean, I had some prepared, however, my characters didn't die yet until probably just now.
Okay, it's Go. Give me one d12 damage plus 2.
Well, he's gonna max his shit out. You know he is.
Nice. 9
look, it's
damage.
Wow. Well, wow. Wow.
Any last
He's been
words, Go?
Gotta go.
Dashing into the fray.
Oh my God.
Axe hefted aloft, sacrificial weapon in his hand, slamming down at the imp who was in the midst of his former friends Glendale and friend Glendale and former friend Go. Go, gotta go. That's the story as the axe clean through his head, launching it across the room. His body stumbles for a moment and then falls to its knees and then straight forward. The valiant lizard man, the cowardly lizard man,
Oh, he wasn't
dies.
cowardly. He was
Guy.
just smart.
For the pragmatic lizard man, as betrayed and murdered by his own friend. And the imp made it happen one fucking way or another.
We either kill ourselves or kill each other.
K. Nice. Alrighty.
So good.
Well, maybe you should just sit down.
Andrew's turn.
Yeah, try rolling in the other tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the tower over
The
there.
snake tower.
Oh, don't touch my tower. You're gonna taint it.
Oh,
He's the only one that's rolled a nat 20 this whole fight.
What about the snake
Except
tower?
for, well,
Yeah, he just rolled a nat 20 into that tower last turn.
How does the snake tower work? You just drop it in the center?
no,
Yeah,
just
drop it in
it in
the
a tower. Stop arguing. This is
Okay.
stupid.
Okay.
Even for you guys.
I'm gonna go up to the imp again and plunge both my knives into him.
Even for you guys.
Sure.
You underestimate my autism.
All right.
16 and 8. 16's a hit. Give me 1d4 damage.
I'll do it over here.
Nice. Could
feel
you
like we
please
need-
drop it in the tower?
I feel like we need a
Nice.
ramp coming out of it.
3.
3 minus 1 is 2.
I didn't know it was gonna stop.
You
All right.
stopped it every time you rolled a d4.
Taking after Go's head goes sailing across the room. Our boy Johnny Bravo, the Imp Slayer, bane of all that is evil, dashes over, taking a swing with his dagger. The Imp dodges again out of the way, but this is no great axe. This is a dagger, much smaller and more nimble. He's able to catch purchase just as the Imp goes to dodge the second time, catching him between the second and third rib, doing some damage. Once again, not silver, but enough to hurt him. He shrieks back in pain. Has lost a lot of blood. Is not looking great.
Don't want to miss the second act.
It's me. I guess Rubric will look over at Desriel and go, "Boy, why don't you try hitting the bad ones?" I'm just gonna attack the friggin' dude again. The hot streak, the houndy boy.
Yeah.
Boom, pow.
Come on, 2 20s.
5 and a 17. 6
Why?
and 17. So the axe.
17's a hit.
Nice. You're doing damage.
Big damage. Big damage.
How do you feel about
Oh my god.
Feels pretty good, man. Feels pretty good, man.
it? Feels good, man. Clap.
This time, not as deadly. The blows come down, missing with the dagger and clipping off one of the ears just at the very top with the axe. Again, its body shudders at the touch of the axe, but not as much as last time. To his knowledge, it also has appeared to kind of shrunk its flames, gotten much lower. It still is very fierce. Could kill at any time, but it looks hurt. Very hurt. All right. As a matter of fact, it is its turn. Eight.
How many lives did the tomb consume?
Nice.
This is like a top lane slap fight between.
I know.
two
This is
twins.
literally just tanks just going at each other, man. Just fucking cannot believe it's an 8. So, I've rolled like 7 5s as this fucking thing.
Well, we
This is
need
my
you
big
to
bad
roll
boss. It's
low,
like,
or else we're all dead.
five.
Yeah.
You've played 4 characters and literally murdered 2 of them before my eyes. I didn't do anything. I didn't.
He did
Anyway.
roleplay all his characters to death, didn't he? Except Baguette.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, grabbing its teeth meekly now at the heels of this of the twins. It's still ferocious, but can't gain purchase. They've got the rhythm of this thing down. It's only a matter of time before the predator becomes the prey. It's in fact the imp's turn, who turns back towards the group again, bleeding painfully from his sides. He glances around, seeing all of the evil that has been wrought. He makes one final desperate attack for something, grasping at anything. As a matter of fact, he grabs the axe in Desriel's hand and tries to wrench it away from him. Give me a strength check,
Ooh.
Desriel.
Oh wait, is that a,
No, that's
that's
not
a
the
D12,
right one.
my bad.
I think.
I threw
think-
my D20.
Here.
And you stole it.
What? No, here. It's right here. Oh.
Oh, that's right. It was a
Here you
mistake.
All right. Well, it's okay. I rolled a 6.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Grabbing
Anyway.
grabbing the axe by the heft and now trying to wrest it from the big furbog. Desriel kind of just moves the axe back into position with the imp attached to it, hey, pulling at it, but nothing seems to be moving. It's stiff as a board in his hands. You what? Says Desriel down at him. But he can't seem to get it free. All right. At this point, there is pure pandemonium amidst the crowd. Some of them are awaking, some of them are zombified. Others are running to their loved ones, others are running out. No one is getting near the beasts and the fight. There are still zombified people all around the perimeter, but they have dispersed widely, giving you birth to fight in. You'll no longer hit people with a roll of 5, especially if you're swinging in the outskirts of the town, but you might still hit Glendale. It's Alex's turn, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good. Let's kill someone.
Do it, Alex.
No, hold on. What if we missed him instead?
Not gonna happen. When did that ever happen? Here we go. The imp dies.
You're right. To be fair, you have hit somebody every turn.
Hey!
Give me 1d12 plus 2 damage.
We're just excited for any damage at this point.
I saw the 12.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, fucking-
Yes. Yes. Finish him.
The imp who was trying to wrest the heft of the axe from Desriel, who is now stood up completely straight, who has been swinging for the fences and huffing and puffing, chasing this imp around the church, shoves him hard with the heft of the axe, knocking it to the ground, raising the axe high above his head. It catches the moonlight from the blown out windows. the imp begins to metamorphosize, its body shrinking into itself, legs extending from the side of his body, almost looks like it's trying to turn into a spider just in time to get out. Other parts of his body turn into gas. Its panicked form tries to squeal one last time. Shroom! As the axe comes down, bifurcating the top of the body of the imp.
Good word.
Slashed into the ground, its horrible, mangled form twitches violently as Desriel lifts the axe out of it. Desriel's eyes begin to glow with a dark, ethereal redness. I'll resolve this in a second.
That's fine.
Drinking the blood of an imp into your most likely cursed weapon. It's going to be an interesting thing. Andrew, your turn.
Okay, well, the imp is no more, correct?
Yeah, the imp's dead.
Alright, well, I'm gonna... I'm gonna say, well, good job, Sonny Jim. That's what I like to see. And then I'm gonna move over and look over to the hound dog, and it's like, it's time to go get the hound dog now. Hoo-ha, hoo! And I'm gonna rush forward and go stab him with both my knives.
I love how you keep calling it a hound dog completely out of character. But yeah, give me some rolls.
How's that out of character? He's Elvis.
No, he's calling it hound dog in his own voice, and then hound dog is Elvis. It's a hellhound.
I don't know, man.
You know, Jordan.
Dude, PG is shit.
An 18 and an 8.
Okay. So -1 is a 7, and -8, -1 for the 18 is a 17. That's a hit. Give me 1d4 damage. -1.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring this over here because I want it to fall inside the thing.
If you throw that in the snake thing, it's gonna get caught.
You can
I'm
also
telling you
just
that.
spam the R key on it. You just throw it
Yeah.
up and like spam R.
Okay,
That's what I do. I always just spam R.
There you go.
a 1.
Swag.
-1, so but you can't do no damage, so you did damage.
Yeah.
With his completely normal, not silver at all knife, stabbing it tenderly into the side of the hellhound, who doesn't even appear to feel it. But damage is damage. 1 damage for the hellhound. Hold on.
Alright.
It's William's turn.
I miss go. Yeah,
All right, now it's my turn then. Now that you have declared your action.
The go becomes a zombie and attacks it. No, okay. I attack.
I attack.
17 for the dagger. Oh, what the? Jordan, did you? Jordan,
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch it.
Someone touched it. I'll take
Get
it.
your gross hand out of here,
Okay,
Andrew.
Andrew, stop touching my thing.
I didn't touch. My hand was down here.
Get.
Get. Go on, get.
I guess I'll honor the roll. 11.
11?
X.
That's a hit too.
Nice.
Big swag. Get your hands.
AC.
You can look without your hands.
Its AC has lowered greatly.
Everyone
I
saw
didn't do that. Yeah,
That
that's
was
you.
you.
That was
You
you.
did that.
I didn't throw the throw command. I didn't. Oh my god.
It would have been a 5.
Wait,
but
it is a D4, right? Yeah. Okay.
D4 and D6.
So
Wow, 6.
6
and
and
5.
then 6. Plus
Wow.
one on the
Oh,
great
6 and 6.
12
Wow.
damage.
12 big boys. 12 big ones right there. Alright.
Is this lethal?
Coming in clutch. Not yet.
Okay.
So, God, I want it to be though, but nope, gotta play by the game. Gotta play by the rules.
Yeah, enjoy your lurk,
Would've been
Bungie.
cool,
Hopefully you
but,
got that message that I just
it's
sent.
gonna have one
but-
more chance to
I just sent a big one.
life.
But definitely,
Swinging down. Tell me what you do anyway.
Oh, they were gonna like look at each other and like swap weapons and then attack, like a good old acrobatic move.
Okay.
I know dude's got one hand, but
Yeah, sure. You can still catch a hand axe.
I want
Tossing,
one to hit high and one to hit low, basically.
tossing the weapons into each other's hands. to confuse the beast as they charge forward. Mother's favorite plunges the dagger under the chin of the hellhound, lifting its head. Its front feet actually come off the ground, and Rubik plunges vertically down the savage arc with his hand axe, cleaving into the head of the hellhound, its face butchered and mangled. It meekly howls in pain this time, kind of a groan in multiple voices of the damned. The flames begin to the flames begin to die out inside of this creature. It's looking pretty bad. All right, but it gets one more chance. Fighting, swinging for the fences. 9.
Yes.
Bites. Bites. I can't do anything. Okay, it bites you. It bites at you. It misses. Its teeth meekly try and clamp around anything, gaining purchase at any flesh, slobbering, the magma pouring from its gaping maw.
So cool.
But it can't get any purchase. Rubric and Mother's favorite, these fucking legends have figured this thing out. They're so Chad right now, and it's now on its back foot. Moment of truth. Alex's turn. Play Glendale.
Okay. I guess Glendale is going to run over to where the imp died and is going to start collecting his blood.
Yeah. Till the very end.
Oh, Glenn.
Give yourself all the rest of the vials that you have of of the same viscous black ichor. However many you think you would have, that's how much you get. It's an entire corpse.
Okay,
cool. All right.
He's just like puts a tap handle on the corpses.
All right. Andrew, your turn.
Cool. All right.
Short session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep stabbing that freaking hellhound.
Give me 2 attacks.
Huh?
Give me 2 attack roll.
Okay. Oh, why am I lagging all of a sudden? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, it's Jordan. He's biking
I mean,
us.
sorry.
Hold up, I'm just gonna drop
that's
it.
me. Three and 5. You miss, then you miss.
Okay, I missed.
Swinging for the fences, stabbing, clawing, slashing, nothing. Can't get through the. Its hide, though weakened and frail, still can't get into it with these pathetic daggers. William, finish this off.
Finish this off.
Alright, Mother's favorite is gonna go. I'm tired. Are we done yet? Rubik's gonna go. Oi, we're trying. Can't you see? Just don't trust that guy over there. He only kills us. He's gonna look over at Desiree. And then the axe gets 15. The dagger gets 18.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
What god of the dice took over here?
They are big mad.
Big mad. Give me damage.
3 plus 3, 6.
Well, how do you want to do this?
Yes!
Alright!
You said the face was mangled, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want Mother's favorite to get underneath him with the dagger, plunge it in his chest, and lift him up. And while he's lifted up, I want Rubik to do a giant arc up and around and slice off his head, and then Mother's favorite throw the body to the side.
All right. Looking at each
and
other.
dodging any magma blood that may come out of it.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely gonna be very hot, but
Then they're
no,
gonna scream because like their adrenaline's going.
Looking at each other one last time, they nod. mother's favorite, ducks under the head of the hellhound. I'm going to add one caveat to it, as Rubric takes his good hand, the one that's still attached, shoving the heft of the axe in this thing's mouth to kind of turn its head up so Mother's Favorite can get right under its chest, stabbing, plunging deep with his dagger, both hands lifting this thing within range as Rubric turns with his axe all of his might in his one mighty right arm that's left. Off goes the head of the hellhound that flies to the side, spattering the room with its hot spittle.
Ew.
Its body goes limp, and the fire on its corpse dies out with a like a bonfire going out when it's hit with water. The top of the room fills with smoke as Mother's Favorite casts its body off of him in disgust.
Pee.
That's the end of combat for now.
Oh.
See?
Desriel, give me a con saving throw.
Alright, let's go. Come
The
on.
final
Final
boss.
Wait,
Wait,
wrong
is
die,
that
wrong die.
That's a D12. He's got this. Relax. He's a veteran.
14 plus 1
Oh.
armor, so 15.
Yes! Yeah!
Fucking Desmond was just like, what was that?
Deep in Desriel's heart, he feels the corruption of what he has wrought. Too much blood as the blade drank this night. His eyes that were glowing red, a disposition that this farmer has never felt before. He looks around the room with quiet, murderous determination. The axe in his hand still held high, the blood leaking onto his arms. But then he starts to feel just a little bit tired. His arms feel a little heavy from the day, and he drops the axe to the ground. Desriel looks about with his same furrowed brow and tired demeanor, slowly scratching his ass as the hatred from his heart completely leaves. His wholesome goodness has conquered the evil of the axe as it hits the ground with a clang. It too soon feels the magic leaving itself as the red of the blade begins to just turn into an orange rust, and it rusts away. People in the crowd, now anyone who is still in the church, spectating the fight, let out large sighs of relief, wails of contentment, looking around for loved ones rushing into the party and taking measure of the death all around you. Just as this is happening, through the windows, the busted windows of the church, and the smell of a dead halfling, for some reason, people are starting to wake up and realize what smells like dead fucking hair. Burnt hair and hellfire. The morning sun breaks over the horizon. The last remnants of the cursed fog surrounding the town of your home begins to disperse. The creatures in the fog slink back into the darkness of night, avoiding the sun as though it were a plague. The ritualistic slaughter of your family and friends has left a hush over any celebration that there could have possibly been. This was seriously a wild night.
Yeah, no joke.
You wake up
Kinda-
safely in your beds. Wipe the sweat from your brow. No.
Wait, yeah, I'm just gonna read the same fucking line again at the very beginning. You through these trials and tribulations, your party has become much closer. I'm gonna use giant floating air quotes caveat. Closer as you've survived an adventure like no other. This town holds little for you in the future from what you've lived through. You quietly resign to either live your life with no more adventures like this one, or some of you feel the adventures stirring inside of them, wondering what they could bring to the world if they went out into it, and what other evils could be slain. That I'm basically just talking to the twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, we doing work.
They're going back to bed, and they're gonna continue to guard the town.
Let me epilogue that shit. That's the end of the adventure. Well done.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Very well done. Thank you for putting that together.
Halfway through that, I was like, "You're all gonna die."
Yeah, I mean,
I was certain you were gonna die in that fight.
Do you know how many times we threw the twins into certain death?
Yes.
Every chance we had, actually.
Oh my god. I can't believe the twins lived.
I swear, the last thing I was gonna do with like the last turn I had with Dez being that I killed 3 civilians and go, I was going to like switch things up and take a knee in front of the imp and be like, "I serve you, Dark Lord." Like, and I was like, I don't want to ruin it for everyone. He's almost dead. We almost have this. I don't want to just like fuck things up. But it almost came to that because he almost got cursed and then turned into an enemy. So.
That's exactly what was about to happen.
Yeah, I know.
that was close.
But your +1 to con was the only thing that saved that. Really.
Wow.
Okay, DC 15. This motherfucker's been rolling low all night.
Yeah.
You're about to be murdered by Dez.
Yeah.
I was just so ready for Dez to just polish this off with a nice spooky ending. But yeah, you gotta. Sometimes it's the dice. You gotta go with the dice.
Hallistairs in the corner. Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah, just fucking
rocking all the time.
just being a fucking weirdo. Well done, guys. Very good, very good. Yes, yeah. Early game, fucking 10 o'clock. Good job, James. You hold the record for killing every character you control.
Thank you.
Dude, James is more bloodthirsty than me.
For my own characters.
Every character lived, almost.
Almost.
Yeah, until I was fucking destroyed. Go. I was like, you're gonna hit your friends. He's like, yeah, okay.
So I have to ask, what was the plot armor for the final boss? Was there like something that we were supposed to do that would have made the fight easier that we missed?
Silver weapons, you have a holy symbol on you. You could have pressed it against any of them to lower their AC, like the silver was doing.
Mm-hmm.
There was the black ichor. I kind of decided that if you drank it, that there was 2 outcomes. You could have gotten stronger and turned evil, or died in a horrific explosion.
I enjoyed the explosion.
The 12, the 4d12, that was like, well, you rolled the natural, so you blew the fuck up really bad.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, you missed a silver sword during your adventure. You missed you missed 10 silver arrowheads. There was a lot of silver that was like hidden treasure that you guys could have picked up. But you picked up the axe, you picked up the dagger. Nice. So you did have weapons, and you gave them to one person. And I was totally ready for that to be the end of you two, because I was like, well, if I kill the twins, nobody has any silver weapons anymore, and you're all gonna die. So
yeah, and I pretty much, with the exception of a few dagger hits from Manager, I pretty much soloed the hell out.
Yeah, he pretty much soloed the boss, which was hilarious and kind of awesome. So yeah, that was his plot armor, is that he's like a 5e hellhound, and you generally kind of suck, but
yeah,
you had the opportunity to beat his ass.
Rolling like
if
super
we just
trash.
ganged up on him, we could have killed him, right?
Oh, yeah, what happened? That totally could have happened.
That was fun.
So how many characters are alive? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of how many did we start off with? 10? That seems like a pretty good funnel.
Well,
that seems like I did my job.
If you count the other 2 James killed.
Yeah, I killed 4.
As I say, it seems like well, and then also what's his name? Ricky. So
Ricky and Pierre are dead.
Yeah.
Wait, is Glendale alive?
Yeah.
Glendale survived. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Both of Alex's characters survived. Sick.
Yeah, that's
Well, Glendale was a puss, so that's.
When Glendale was about to die, I was like, I rolled a d20 because I was like, you're gonna hit one of your characters, and I was like, anything above a 10 is go, anything below a 10 is Glendale, and I rolled a 14, so I was like, so go, dies. So.
Jeez.
He could have rolled a 1 and I lived. Actually, he had to roll 3 and under for me to live.
This was fantastic.
True. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it was. Thanks for putting it together for us.
It
man.
actually took it to like 10, 20. 3 full sessions.
You know, I imagine we had to go another day.
No.
But
So what?
We're gonna be doing Storm King's Thunder for years.
So all they were trying to do
was
was try to summon. They were trying to like basically just summon all of these undead beings into existence in the town. It was just like a giant ritual.
Well, if you hadn't stopped it, they would have summoned more demons. They were summoning demons.
Okay, and then they were using the town folk as like that they were
fodder. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they were turning the townsfolk into demons. Is what was happening?
No, they were using them as sacrifices.
Okay, nice.
They were just sacrificing the whole town, basically.
What was the significance of the bell? Just to get us to come to the church?
Yeah, the bell was just ringing. Yeah. It was your motivator to get to the church. It totally did.
So like, what about the girl in the beginning of it, like the one that was? It was just
Claire.
I killed her.
You killed Claire.
But she was again. This was just. It was all part of the same kind of ritual. It was all work. It was all.
Yeah, Claire was the gargoyles in the module. They're called. You could, if you talk to Roland, which you didn't, you learn a lot. Yeah, you learn a lot more. If you went to the town hall, you would have learned what the gargoyles and Claire and the other little boy were. They're homunculi. They're not actually they're not actually like gargoyles. They're not actually like humans. They're like these half demon summoned beasts used by like they're basically like magical constructs. They're like what do you call it? Like aberrations.
Okay.
And then the only like true demon was his name in the book. You can get his name too if you go to the town hall. His name is Etak. He's an imp. And then like he's trying to summon his demon god, and he's summoning other demons. This is things you could have done, but like it's cool that we didn't, because it would have been just like a lot of exposition and stuff like that. But like you guys just left Roland in the middle of this. Like you were like, oh, people at the church, dope, and then like we were going there anyway, and then like you just left her there, and I was like, okay, cool. Like,
yeah, no, we just wanted to, I think, just move it forward.
At what point did Roland show up?
Roland was the kid you rescued from the house.
Oh, see, I was in animal mode. Dude, trust me, I wanted to do so much plot devices there, but I was in animal mode, and Travis kept incorrectly translating.
Okay.
That was our mistake. Whoever was in animal mode, the other twin had to incorrectly translate what they wanted to do. So
I can't believe the twins survived. I can't believe I have to go. I have to face Travis on Tuesday and be like the twins survived.
Don't worry, I already told him we kicked everyone's ass.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Even the crows, where everybody was running away.
Yeah.
Or the ravens. We just fucking.
I think I made guards a little OP.